All right, come on, Dave, take this toast for this. We're going to toast to our episode together. It's a family. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do a good one.
Say love.
You know what I mean? But we're going to start. Yeah, we're going to start it off right. Yeah, so basically why I wanted to get everybody together. Well, not really everybody, 'cause I can't do everybody, because, I got different friend groups and all that. But we consider one of our friend groups. We all think we're pretty close, essentially. You know what I'm saying? We act like that.
We are close.
I don't think
No, we are close, nigga.
Yeah, we act like that.
You ain't even my first cousin.
Let me speak.
But I feel like you are my first cousin.
Exactly. I understand that. I'm with all that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that's why I want to bring everybody close so we could talk about our relationship, how close we are, how things we need to work on, the things that we not need to work on. We just talked about some of that even before the show.
Yeah.
About one of our cousins, how sometimes we're not as close as we should be. You know what I mean? And yeah, we got different friend groups. So I couldn't get everybody in here because we ain't got that many mics and that kind of shit. But I want to start off like that because that's what I was really worried about, getting everybody together. Because a lot of times we be thinking we close, but really how close are we? And the reason why I say that is because I look at being close with a friend or a family member or whatever it is as somebody I watch grow up. I go out with you when it's good. I'm there with you when it's bad. I see your kids grow up. I'm at all their birthday parties. You see my kids grow up. And you at all their birthday parties. They know your name by first name. They don't know like, oh, remember him? That's how I look at somebody that's close to you. And the reality is that ain't always the case. No matter how much we fuck with each other when we see each other, no how much we like each other when we see each other. Yeah. But that might be the case. But really, how close are we after the surface? After we dig deep beyond the surface.
Yeah, once you peel back the layers.
Yeah, once you peel back the layers, man. Because my kids should know y'all just as easily as I know you.
Yeah.
If that ain't the case, why is it not? Why don't your kids know me? Why don't your kids know me better? You know what I'm saying? In general. I'm not pointing anybody out. I'm just saying in general. Yeah. So that's how I look at close friends. And I feel like a lot of times, I see people in their group friends and no new friends and all that kind of thing. I'll be looking at it like, how close really are y'all though? If you really think about it, how many times you hear about friends backstabbing? How many times we got that shit now?
Yeah, that shit goes on
as we speak, and in our own little circle that we keep talking about. We got backstabbing now. A lot of the times, our way we deal with it is whatever. I'll be all right. Yeah. And the average person don't do that.
No,
you know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, it's hard for me to stop talking to somebody. Like y'all know a couple of people I stopped talking to. That shit ain't easy. Yeah. Just as much as I might say like, man, fuck him or whatever, but the reality is it's hard. Because you grew up with somebody that you thought you loved.
No, for sure.
And then you lose them because of something you felt disrespected by. I mean, even worse, because it's not really disrespect. Anytime you lose somebody, usually something deep.
Yeah, I'm going through something similar the same way you going through something.
Yeah. So that's why I want to bring y'all together. Not only just because of that, because recently I had a couple of close friends of mine just passed away not too long ago.
Sorry for your loss.
Yeah. And it made me realize, like, after growing up with these people, they just gone. And so, like, who do I really got around me that I really consider somebody deep, close, and all that? So that's why I'm looking at y'all and I'm thinking like this would be the perfect time to get, I can't get everybody together. There's other friend groups, other people in the group that obviously I consider close friends that can't be here right now, but eventually we will. But I think, having y'all here is a good first start to it because we pretty much seen each other grow up essentially, since we were young.
That's perfect.
Y'all from the same group area. Y'all from the same kind of background. You seen where I was on the outside, seen where y'all was from the outside. So it's just like I wanted to get it in because a lot of the time we don't even talk about it. We still don't talk about shit to this day that we've seen weird things happen or we don't like the way certain things going on or, so I want to see like how close really are we? That's the real question to me. Yeah. How close really are? Because I don't know if we are that close. I fuck with y'all. Don't get it twisted. I consider myself, if anybody asks me who do I want to fuck with, it's going to be y'all in the group. But really how much is that really true?
Yeah.
That's essentially what it comes down to.
I'm going to tell you, I feel like I'm close to everybody here. Like, I feel like Tone been around me since I was like 6 years old. Like, Dino been around same age. Like, you came around, I was like 12 or 13. Yeah. Like, we family. Like, I feel like in the group, niggas do got who they choose, but I feel like we all family, bro. Like, to me, like, I feel like I'm close with everybody in the family. Like, some niggas be beefing, some niggas go through shit like I'm neutral. Like, I ain't got, if a nigga beefing in the family with another nigga, bro, we all family, so y'all gonna have to handle that between y'all. We might come in and probably be the third party and say this is happening, this ain't right, and this ain't wrong, and then that person might not like that.
But that don't happen.
Don't happen.
That don't happen, bro. Keep it a bean.
I tried to do that, bro. I went to the person like myself.
We just all at a point right now where we beyond grown. Like we all in our 30s. We all got families.
That's what I'm saying. Even
You know
when
what I'm
I
saying?
do, like,
If there's an issue, it should be addressed between one person and another. And if it can't be, just let it be. As simple as that. And that's how I look at it. I'm like you too, though. Like I'm neutral as fuck. Excuse my language, but I'm neutral and I keep it like that and I hold it well because I love every single one of y'all. And I'll come out of retirement for every single one of y'all. That's known. Everybody know that about me. Yeah. Serge, he know. Serge looked out for me plenty of times, so he already know he on that coming out of retirement list. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dino know what I'm talking about, you know what I mean? Because he on the list too. Little Dave, I don't know about Little He ain't never put no work in with me.
Two guns.
Listen, man, I'm not a street nigga. I get money, you know what I mean?
You had a few rumbles though. You rumbled a few times.
I knock a nigga out quick.
I had to back you up that one time though.
I probably was young. That's before I came off the porch.
That's when you was a young gun.
But now we grown, so everybody living differently. Niggas, everybody doing good. Like as men, like people growing up. Some people didn't grow up in life though. Like a lot of people that grew up with, they still mentally in that child.
What you mean,
mentality.
family or friends?
Family and friends, like people that we know around us that's like grew up around us, even friends. Like it's crazy. I was thinking about the other day, like as you get older, you think about how we was when we was 16, 15. Now we 30, 15 years later. We all grew up to be different people from how we was like. Or how people thought we was gonna be like. You
everybody thought we were gonna be close and do things.
It's called life though. At the end of the day,
As soon as
we grow up together, that don't essentially mean we gonna be together. That's just the way God wanted it. You feel what I'm saying? Right. It's something that Serge said in his last podcast. I think it was episode 2. He said, "I already prepared myself to separate myself from people because my children, I'm not gonna allow my children to grow up around their children." That's some real shit, and I feel the same way.
Right.
You know what I mean, family or friends. Like I'm not going to put my kid in the path of destruction just because we family. Because all that's going to do is present issues and problems, and now me and you going to go at it and coming from where we come from, we going to bang out the way we, you know what I'm saying? Like we going to crash heads the way we know how to crash heads, and that shit is going to be filtered down to our children, which is it's time to change all that shit. You know what I'm saying? No, and I feel what Serge was saying with that, because I feel the same way. Like I keep certain structures. My foundation is a little different from when my foundation you know what I'm saying? When I was a kid, like
we all kind of grew up the same with our mom. Some people had their dad in life. Some of us didn't have their dad. Yeah. But we all grew up in the same neighborhood, so it was like all the same how we kind of came up.
Definitely did.
But it do be crazy when you think about that shit. Then.
So why aren't our kids closer? Why don't they play together? Why don't they go to
I feel like our
together?
kids ain't closer because
it's a few things.
Like before, like think about this. When we was young coming up, we all lived in the same neighborhood, bro. So now we grown. We work. You got stuff going on. He's got stuff going on. Yeah.
I lived in Jersey and I always was around,
listen,
you know.
And all our children different ages.
But that's what we was coming down. But now our kids is little.
I was little. I was doing that when I was little.
Like your son and my son, they around the same age.
Yeah.
And we don't live too far from each other, but we live where we could meet up.
And do shit together. Right. Like 10, 20 minutes, whatever it is. Yeah. So why not? That's what I'm asking.
Right. Bro, I called you a few times, but also
I'll be busy though. I don't be that home.
That be the situation too.
No, because we work late hours. It be like 8 o'clock on a Tuesday. They be like, y'all want to come through 8 o'clock on a Tuesday. My son got to go to fucking sleep in an hour.
I really be wanting our kids. I really be trying to have our kids get together because it's like, all right, that's my folks. So now the kids know this is my folks. Like, and then they chilling together, they hanging together. Even if they don't meet each other all the time, they know that's my folks. That's like this. Like I don't see Tone all the time. I don't see Dino all the time. But I know that's my folks. When we link up, it's all love. Like that's my folks.
That's what
like,
you call a genuine relationship.
No, and that's true. That is true. But
that's
how come your daughter ain't closer to us?
We family though. You feel me? Like I know that y'all my family. Like you feel what I'm saying?
One, our situations.
Like if I see, bro,
not everybody get to raise their kids.
I see you, it's the same love. Like we chilling like we back on 4th Street. Like you
mean? We know that's solid. We know when we see each other, everything's solid. That's what I'm saying. We know that's good. But like beyond that, Is what I'm
You
trying
talking
to
about
get.
the kids?
I'm talking about
Kids.
not only just the kids, it's in general, like the backstabbing, just like the shit talking. It's like in general.
man,
people getting backstabbed. It don't matter if
The
you
way
know
I see
somebody
Dino
for
get
20 years,
backstabbed
30
blows my
years.
fucking
Anybody
mind.
can backstab you, bro. People go through things. When people going through things, they change. They get into some scavenger mode. They ready to do anything to try to get over or try to get out their situation. Sometimes people do things unknowingly, like then they realize what they did, and then they might regret it,
A lot
or whatever.
of people
Like
do shit and they don't even realize they did that shit.
real rap. And I've seen that a lot of times. Like right now,
Motherfuckers
a crazy
just-
situation. Like I ain't know what was going on, and then next thing you know, people start telling me, and then I know what's going on, or I see what's happening. Now I'm like, all right. You know what I mean? I understand.
What's the situation you talking about?
You gotta be a little bit.
Yeah, you gotta be
man.
more specific.
I'm sitting here like, what the
You
I
speaking
don't
on
know.
general like a motherfucker. God,
I'm just talking
a
in general.
situation happened and I didn't know what was going on. Now I'm like, what's
I got
going
like
on?
20 different images in my head, bro.
You gotta break. You ain't gotta say the
fuck
names of the
going
people,
on?
but just say the detail.
I ain't want to say names of the people and all that.
You don't
but
gotta do that, but just say the
It
detail.
was like it was people beefing. You know what I mean? Next
We don't
thing
know
you
what
know,
people beefing. What you talking about, bro?
as far as like people just going through things, like you feel what I'm saying?
Who are the people to you?
To me, my folks, like my family. Like my family going through things in my family. Next thing you know, people start going through things like I was saying, but then I ain't understand the real story of why they was even beefing like that. Like, you know what I mean? Or also when things happen, like people don't know what's going on. Once they realize what's going on, it's like people be forced to choose a side, but it's like you can't choose a side because we all family. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm still lost what you're talking about, but I get what you're talking about choosing sides. So how do you
what
feel
I'm
about
saying.
that? Choosing sides shit.
I feel like
When you got two family members beef.
Listen, at the end
All
of
right.
the day, there is no sides.
right.
There is no
That's what I'm
side.
saying.
There is no sides. Even though people, when they get mad, they need a side. They need somebody that they can reflect their problems to. And the fact that one person may not agree with that, so they become an op, even in the group. Like, that nigga a
Right.
op. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm
But
like,
at the same time, it's like, if we all gang, and this doesn't have to be just us. It could be any group of people. Like, if we all gang, we all gonna have issues. It's gonna be politics, no matter where you go. But the the ultimatum of the situation of what you just saying is speak about it, talk about it, or rumble that shit out. And if you can't, move the fuck on and leave it alone. We all grown ass men, bro. I be getting tired of the sob stories and I get tired of all the bullshit, bro. Like, I don't got time for that, bro. So like,
Yeah, I don't be
you know what I
with
mean?
that
Like,
shit
I don't
either.
get into it.
Like if I'm
shit
beefing with
stupid.
somebody, it's just like I wouldn't expect nobody that say that me and you get like we all cool, me and you beefing. I wouldn't want y'all to stop fucking with him just because me and him beefing. Like
No,
I don't know.
that expectation is an
I don't really care
unreality.
about that.
It's unrealistic. And the
Now-
fact that, and that's some childish shit. If you could put that on somebody, is that not childish? That's some child. It's just like Dino said, bro. You putting that shit on me, bro. You
it's
backing me up in the
family.
corner.
if it's family,
And
I feel
it's-
like if it's a random
But at the end
person,
of the day, we're gonna be good anyway. We still gonna be good.
that's
it's
not
like
true.
That's not
something
true.
That's
deep.
not true.
Some things, as
not
men,
true.
It's something
we
deep.
listen. As men, we draw lines. You hear me?
Yeah. it's something
And if you
deep.
cross that line, it don't matter who you is,
Yeah.
family or no family. You cross a line, it could be anything. You could be fucking my bitch, trying to steal money from me, talking bad about me. Whatever man has whatever line that is for that person, if it's crossed, there ain't no coming back. We all got our own separate lines. D, you got your own John, Dave got, and Serge got, I got my shit. But if you cross that line, I don't give a fuck who you is, 6'5" to 4'11". You cross that line, family or no family, bro. If you family, I ain't fucking with you, bro. I ain't gonna take a deal with you. Somebody else, bro, is gonna go that way. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's different.
But it's a line you don't cross.
don't cross.
And you swallow that pill because you, at the end of the day, you make your bed, you lay in it. Bottom line, there's nothing else to say about that.
That's true. I agree with that 100%.
I agree with you too.
Yeah, because I don't care about that. I had a recent situation. Y'all know it. That
I know
there was
that's
two
what-
sides to
that's
it. But,
kind of what we.
but I
we
never
getting at.
asked nobody to take my side. I never asked nobody to
Did.
choose a side.
You definitely didn't.
I would never do that.
The other
Yeah,
person did.
I don't
And I don't
think
think
so.
that was cool.
No, because what y'all got to do with, you know, what him and I got going on. So I don't think, like, if it's two separate people, we both beefing, you should never, or both have a disagreement, you should never put the other people in the middle of it unless they have something to do with it. If they had nothing to do with it, leave that shit alone. That's how I always felt. I never want to do that. You know, at the end of the day, I don't want to be the person that's starting problems, causing drama in the family. That shit is stupid. If I got a problem with you, I'm going to address it.
You addressed it multiple times from what I know.
Yeah.
And that certain person just can't get over that shit. Like, so you doing, in my personal opinion, you doing the right thing. Yeah. You moved on in life. Obviously, you got your own podcast. You know, you and D, you got multiple businesses going on. I ain't gonna put it out there, but you doing the right thing as a man, bro. Yeah. That's the same shit I just said. You move on, and you doing
move on,
exactly what I would do. Some people be stuck in the mud.
At the end of the day, man, sometimes trying to mend a relationship could be detrimental to you.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, if I try to mend a relationship, let's say I try to mend a relationship with that person, right? It doesn't go right in the future. Now him and I are at another big disagreement, and one of us hurt each other to the point where ain't no coming back from. You know, we jeopardizing, not only are we jeopardizing each other, we jeopardizing our kids, our family around us. Everybody at that point is going to definitely choose a side. And at that point, it's definitely going to turn ugly. And it's just going to be one of those things where, like,
what if you come to an event and you bring your son as a family event? You meet that person at that event.
I'm jeopardizing my son's life.
Dripping in your, not only you jeopardizing your son, you jeopardizing his son's life or his kid's life too. Because it's going to go both ways.
Yeah, and now that you don't want to put kids around that, and I don't think people really get.
I would never do that shit.
When I tell people, I don't think other people really understand.
I vacate premises when bullshit comes. Like
I've been doing that. Yeah, anytime I seen it, I vacate. Anytime I see an issue with somebody I don't like, I'll get out of there.
That happened on the block because he was. You know what I mean? I couldn't vacate because it just happened so random. I had to yoke him up. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't gonna say his name.
What the hell?
That was
know
crazy,
what I'm talking
right,
about.
bro?
That was the most craziest cold shit I ever heard. What the fuck was that just now?
Cuz I had to yoke him up. That means I had to choke
I know
him
what
up.
you say, but like the way you just coded that.
Took the joint from me.
Because I can't say his name. I ain't gonna do it.
I ain't never say a name. I'm just saying, what's the situation?
The situation was it was a block party. Yeah. On the same block we always go to every single year for 4th of July.
I don't know. You know how it started?
Hold on. I'm saying how it happened. What it is.
He smacked his cousin, a female's cousin.
He smacked a female's cousin.
Tripping, bro. That's why I had to get up. Like, bro, you gotta chill.
He smacked her because he was snorted out his mind and drunk.
And
he came down with a 4-5.
He smacked his female cousins in the face.
In the face, bro. And all she said was, to his niece, "Are you ready to go home?" And he spazzed out because he was drunk and snorted out his mind. Mind you, my kid did. Yeah. My daughter did. So when he smacked
the kids
her,
there.
Does he have curly hair?
It was all kids there.
Yeah, my kids was there too.
Everybody was there.
Everybody kids.
Does he have curly hair?
No, man. I'll tell you after.
Was in my face.
Yeah, I'll tell you after.
He was slobbering and shit,
you seen
bro.
He was there when he was in my face.
I
had to tell him chill, bro.
Bro, he smacked his female cousin, and then he pulled the joint out on her, and it was an ultimate instinct reaction. I had to yoke him up, and then everybody, it was just everybody.
So you see how you're saying this story in the middle of a family situation. Yeah. So this is why I was saying on the podcast you spoke of that I'm going to lose family members. It's not necessarily because of one person, right? The thing is, it's like I don't want to be around certain environments. If you guys all had these kind of situations, why the hell would I want to be around that shit? It's going to get to the point where I don't want my son seeing none of that.
Yeah, but that was unexpected. That was unplanned.
I mean, I get it, but that's the type of things that happen when you have them type of environments.
We don't be around them a lot, but
I get it, but it don't take a lot. It don't take a lot. All it takes is one bad seed to ruin everything. You know, all it takes is one bad situation to go off. You know, and my thing is, I don't want my kids around that shit.
Yeah,
I really don't.
Man.
That's why that shit had me so mad.
I'm going to do everything I can to protect. So in the future, if you hear me say like I'm never going to be in these situations ever again, I'm never going to come around that again. That's the reason, because I don't want my son thinking being ghetto or crazy or fighting in the street or being gangster is ever okay, because it really ain't. Because you know, when I grew up, I thought so. Even though I was on the other side of it, I looked at it and thought it was cool. No. It's not. It ruins your life a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie, when I go out, I'll be wanting that to happen, but I expect shit to happen all the time.
Yeah.
See, why would you want your kids thinking like that?
Especially when we go out
in
together,
Philly, bro.
No, he's speaking about us going out.
No, I know what I mean. I don't mean like that. I mean like
young boy.
No, but that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is he grew up like that. That's how he thinks now. So I don't want our kids to grow up like that. Yeah, and you're right. That's why we don't want them to grow up like that.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's. No, I'm not saying that. I agree with you. I'm saying so
when it don't happen, it's a blessing. But that's how I think, though. Right? So in other words, I'm just always, aware of shit.
No, your awareness level gotta be on the beam because where we came from, what we've been through, like shit is just like, you know what I'm saying? Like you have to be aware. Your awareness game is not considered paranoia. It's just that you aware. I hate when people say you paranoid. I ain't paranoid, bro. I'm on point. If you would have dealt with the shit that I dealt with when I was coming up and the shit I would, you know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about. Like, come on, bro. You would be on awareness game.
Even now, like I'm not in the streets, like, but when I walk around, I got a license to carry. I don't really want to have a license to carry.
License to carry, cuz?
Yeah, I got.
Fuck, you got a deuce?
No,
I done gave him all types of hugs. I gave him all types of hugs when he came in here. No homo. I ain't feel not one pistol.
I ain't got the pistol.
You ain't feel his pistol?
Pause.
He got the license. He ain't get the joint yet.
No
homo.
homo. Cuz got a deuce tucked in the boot.
I mean, listen, we in Jersey, but I ain't got my license in Jersey. I got my license in PA.
I ain't got no license
in Jersey now too, right?
I can, but it's a lot of shit to go get your license
just
in
passed
Jersey.
the law. License to carry. Just passed it to where it's general for everybody.
Oh yeah? I need to look into that then, because I
Just
know
passed it
before
like a month ago.
it was hard to get the license.
I know before it was different. Now they just passed it where everyone's allowed to carry concealed now.
See, you better get. See, in Jersey different though. Like
I can't get one.
I wouldn't need a gun in
You're a
Jersey.
fucking
I don't
criminal.
think.
No, you
like,
can't
know
get
what I mean?
one.
Well, if I get caught with one, like if
It's
I
not
need,
for criminals.
if I need,
Criminals can't have guns. What part is
that's
you
some
missing?
bullshit, man.
You shouldn't have committed crime early.
So it's cool for me not to be able to protect myself.
Oh, but you saw Florida, they passing the law right now that everybody can carry without a license. If you own a gun, you can carry it.
Yo, when I
You
was
don't need a
living in
license to carry.
Texas,
So I'm saying,
you ain't
I'm
even
going
need a
Florida.
license.
That's what I'm
You
saying. I'm
can just
out,
walk around
man.
with
They
that
the
joint.
only state that's going to accept me for me.
They want you to die out here. They want the criminals to go down.
No,
I heard
PA,
you
would get a license.
I heard
fast.
you when you was in Texas. You was chilling with Charleston White.
I'd rather not have a license anywhere.
I heard you was chilling with Charleston White.
I wouldn't chill with Charleston White.
Hey, Dave, I do want to ask you how you went from being a pro boxer.
I went from being a. I used to.
It's crazy because I boxed Dave one time. I ain't feel
Definitely
shit.
was on some shit. Remember we had
I was
him
on
boxing.
some shit.
So,
in the
so,
streets.
answer,
still got hands,
so
man.
tell us that how it feel, for,
That's how they
going from a
started,
pro
bro.
boxer, being knocked the fuck out, and then quitting and going to solar. How it feel?
I ain't get knocked out and quit. I mean,
You
it's
was
cool
having
to
stomach
listen.
problems.
That's just
yo.
how
I was
it
having
look.
stomach problems.
So why you end on that note?
Cause my body was going through shit. Like I couldn't perform how I wanted to. My stomach was going through things like I would lose weight, y'all seen. I would lose the weight, make the weight,
Yo, he
and
capped.
right after the weight, I would
Wasn't
go to
his
the
stomach
hospital.
problem.
I know
he
it
had
wasn't.
a problem with fucking during training.
No, bro.
No, we
you
doing
couldn't
training.
stop fucking during training.
No.
This right here. This is his problem. Why he wasn't successful.
And yeah, and that shit made him horny.
He the
This
And
is
he
why
was
he
like,
ain't fucking.
This ain't the
This
problem.
what he would
This-
do
That
though.
is
He
the
definitely
fucking
was
problem.
smart. Be like a week later, he had to go train. This nigga be
The
in
reason
room
David
going-
Two Gun
If y'all-
Gonzalez is not a
When
championship
you
fighter right
fight,
now.
If y'all
He
let
want
me
to
tell
smoke
y'all,
weed all
2
his
weeks.
life.
I'm gonna tell you, man.
This nigga be in the room getting high. His next fight
When I was
could be in
boxing,
2
I
weeks.
stopped smoking, but I really used to have stomach problems. Like I still got stomach problems now. Once in the blue,
Yeah,
but
I ain't
now,
gonna lie.
That's different. Irritable
No.
bowel syndrome. It's called
When
you shit
we
yourself
took
when
you to that fight in
Y'all
AC,
understand.
we took you to this fight in AC. This nigga went through the door in the hotel. I think he was gonna grab his shit and just like pass the fuck out. Me and this nigga had to go
I'll tell
grab
you.
him and shit.
I tell you though, man, I got sick. Made the weight like 4 or 5 times. I got sick, like 5 times, right, bro? Out of 3 of them times I got sick, I won sick, bro. I'm a beast, yeah, me.
No,
I
you
was
nice
sick.
though. I ain't gonna lie, you
Bro,
nice.
I was sick. I was throwing up all night. I ain't eat the whole day. They took me to the spittle. I left the spittle, went right to the fight the
And
next
that's why
day.
everybody mad at you, bro,
And I
because you
won.
had talent.
But
and
listen,
you
though, it's
stopped.
cool. You know what I say? I'm happy I had
You
stopped
could have
boxing.
been our Danny Garcia.
No,
Why are you happy you stopped boxing?
Man,
I say this, man.
You'd have been out of the
boxing is
two
the hardest
guns
sport.
in the
Let me hear what
building.
you
And
gotta
all
say.
that. You
For
still
one,
did do guns. Fuck
Listen,
that.
I'm gonna keep it a bean with you, right? I'm happy that I stopped boxing and I started selling solar. When I started selling solar, went to Texas, it changed my whole mindset. I stopped from thinking like a worker to thinking like a boss. Like I started
for
really
sure.
started continuing like, all right, went to Texas. When I got the solar joint, that was like going to college for me. Like Texas really changed my life as a man. Like, and I was out there by myself. So I really had to fend for myself. I ain't had no family out there. I was out there with my wife and kids at the time, my grandpa and my grandma. I was out there by myself, bro. And I was holding it down. Like, ain't
This
nobody,
is- sound
I
like
ain't
you
called
booked.
nobody. I mean, I really was holding it down. and I learned so many things in Texas about financing.
Definitely switched
to
shit
manage
around. You
my
went
money.
out there and turned shit the fuck up.
It just changed my life, and then I'm happy that I came back to Philly. I'm around my family. I thought I never would come back, honestly. You know what I mean? But I had to come
What
back.
happened? Why you came? You started missing motherfuckers, huh?
I did miss motherfuckers.
That's how
I
it
ain't
be
gonna-
when you away,
But my
man.
kids, I really came back because of my kids.
Right.
So how much money did you make boxing?
I ain't make more than I did in solar.
Give me an idea. Like how much would you bring in a year in boxing? Being a
Yeah, so
professional.
I boxed as a professional, I would say, for like 3 years. I probably brought in like in a year, probably like my first year I ain't bringing a lot as a boxer. I probably brought in like 20 bands.
$20,000
My first year, bro.
1 year. What about the last year?
Second year, probably brought in like double that.
40,000. What about the third
Then
year?
My third year, that's when I lost. I started bringing in less.
You got knocked the fuck out.
That's when I got knocked out.
Got knocked down in front of a bunch of
So you-
7th Street niggas.
Hold on. So hold on. You brought in less than 40,000
Yeah,
your
man.
last year.
I don't care if
I
I
was
got
super-
knocked out.
Hold on.
bro.
I ain't mad
The
you got
thing
knocked
is this.
out. So how much do you average now as a
You
as a
wasn't there,
solar?
bro.
Gort was there though.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
Right.
How much do you average now selling solar after you got knocked the fuck out?
I'm gonna tell you this, right? I don't want to put all my business on the net. I tell you this, I make 6 figures a year.
So you went from making no figures to 6 figures, essentially.
I was making 30, 40, 50,
But you was
60.
doing that on the side, though, right? Or was that
I was
full-time?
boxing, but I still had a job.
Yeah, so like a side job.
You
So
doing way better now. That's all you trying to
Doing way
say.
basically, you saying after you left boxing, you started doing way better than you ever thought you would do.
Yeah, I did. But even besides the money with solar, besides the money, like I gained more from solar mentally and like learning things in life more than the money. Whereas though I'ma always get money because I learned things. Like, you feel me? I learned how to do things. I learned how to go about things a certain way. Like the type of field of work that I'm in is a lot of money and it's going to be around for like 10, 15, 20 more years. Like, but I'm not trying to stay in this field. Like, I want to be in here for a while, but at the same time, I want to take this money and invest it so I can have some type of residual income that's coming that I ain't got to work. Like, get a storefront, get a food truck, start buying houses. When I was in Texas, because I was doing solar, learning about financing, I learned to get my credit right.
Right, and you became a salesman,
And I became a salesman. Like,
which is the second most income in United States. Marketing and advertising #1,
salesman
and
is, bro,
sales
I'm
is
making
number 2.
6 figures a year, right, bro? But there's people in sales is doing solar that's making 7 figures, like $1 million a year. Like, in my office right now, it's probably like 10. It's probably like, I wouldn't say 10, probably like 5, 6, 7 people that made $1 million, bro.
No,
Or
that's
close to
facts,
$1 million,
bro.
like 8, 900
But you-
thousand.
How you
That
get put
industry
on the
heavy.
solar though? Like,
You just work in there, then you just learn it, then you just get good. Like,
no, but
There's
what
people
made
better
you
than
look
me,
at
like,
that
you mean?
shit? Like, out of all the things to do, what made you?
I ain't
like,
gonna
oh,
lie,
fuck
bro.
with
If you
this
knocked
shit?
on my door, I ain't letting you. I ain't.
your door, I'ma
I
close
think
you.
you a scam artist.
I ain't a scam. That's what I'm
Bro,
saying.
you
They
knock
be
on my
thinking
door.
that.
He is a
Oh,
fucking
yo,
scam
you
artist.
want boxing?
I'm a real bull. I don't lie to people.
How you do it though? You knock on the door and then what?
They fake professional
No,
smelling
see-
it, sitting in
see,
there
I
smelling
don't
like a
always
bunch
knock
of
on the door,
weed.
bro. I get people-
Try to tell you why you need to buy
I hire
solar.
people, bro. I hire people that knock on the
Cause
door
we
for
smell
me.
like rice and beans.
All right, you
Yeah.
had one of our cousins over there when he was working over there. What it was like? He was knocking on the doors and shit.
Yeah. Brought him to Texas.
You put him
Took
on.
him
You
to
was doing
Texas.
it, man.
Man, but I brought him. Took him to Texas. Got
He
him.
came
8
back.
bands.
He said it was too
How
hot.
much you got him?
He said it was
Eight
hot as
bands.
shit
He
out
said it
there.
was
You got him
hot.
8,000. How long it took to make that? How long it took him to make
Well,
8,000?
it take time because you gotta get the install.
Well, how long?
It took him like for the whole process from beginning to end to get the money.
Now, how long footwork did he put in to earn his money?
I'm saying like to get the install done or just to get the deal
Get the deal
from the
done
beginning,
from the beginning,
like a week, 2 weeks,
and then
no, like a week, 1 week.
Good paper.
and then he gets paid after the install completes.
Yeah.
And how long was
But
that?
for him, see, he would have made probably less. He probably made like 5 bands, but we priced it up high.
Buddy, did you price me up high too? 'Cause I bought my goddamn solar from you.
See, with you, it was
He
different.
lying like a motherfucker.
Hey, look
No,
at
that's my folks, bro.
Everything
But I
be a
got
profit.
proof.
He made
I
commission
got
like
proof.
a motherfucker.
No, I ain't make no commission on his joint, and I gave him back money.
Oh, we ain't hear about that one, sir.
Nah, I told
I
everybody.
ain't make no
did?
commission on him. Him and Malito, I ain't make no commission like that. Malito only
He
made
made commission
500.
on me, dog.
Malito, I made 500.
Mind you, just so you know, my bill was high as shit the last 3 months.
Now listen, right?
I went from
He's
you
saying
ain't
that's
gonna
my
have no
fault,
electric.
right?
I
But
ain't
that's
saying
really
it's
not my
anybody's fault. All I'm
now,
saying
I'm gonna
is
tell him the situation, right? He got solar, right? The solar generates a certain amount of power, right? The amount of power that the solar is giving him, he getting it for way cheaper than what the electricity.
all I'm
company
saying
giving
is
him.
this:
Now, if
before
he
solar,
over than what that goes, then that's when the PSC and G
listen,
kick in.
you can't tell it to your customers. I'm gonna give you a customer review right here after having it for like 4 months. Before solar, my bill was, let's call it $300-400. After solar, my bill is $300-400. All I'm saying is, what the fuck was the point?
No, I'm telling you.
He capping.
Look at this, right?
You trying to say
I'll
he
show you
capping?
like 2 or 3 of them joints right now on PSG bills. They come in hot too. And my girl, she mad as hell because she like, what's the point of us getting solar? I'm like, listen, maybe it was cloudy the last 3 months. We gonna make it back on the next 3. So that's why
No, that ain't
what
what
I
it is.
told
That
her.
ain't what it
That's
is.
really what I told her.
I'm gonna tell him what it is, right? 'Cause
I'm
that's
telling
my folks.
you.
I ain't gonna study. Now listen, right? We can call Malito right now.
I ain't about to worry about my lethal little
No,
2x4
he got
house.
solar, too.
That's a Philly house.
house bigger
Ain't
than
nobody
yours. No,
even.
he got
No,
live
it's
in
not.
Jersey.
He
His
only
house
got-
ain't bigger than
Two
mine.
sides of systems as you.
He in Jersey now?
Yeah.
When he moved to
He
Jersey?
was the first one that got
Malito
solar from
definitely
me.
in Jersey with
And
a
I
big
called
ass
Malito.
pool
Right.
back
Matter of
there.
fact, I got Malito bill.
No, he don't.
You
I got
talking about the
Malito
wrong
bill.
Malito. You talking about Lito.
Our
Talk
first
about-
cousin, my
No,
man.
he talking
No,
about
Look, man, I'm a
redhead little
See,
brother.
he don't
Oh, creep
understand. Look
Talking
at
about
this bill.
Lito.
What this bill say?
creepy boy. I tell him.
What this bill say?
Yeah, you can tell him.
Body snatcher.
Hold
I
it, here,
ain't
look at
talking
that
about
junk.
that. I
It
don't
say
speak about
$6.
nothing negative.
That's Malito bill.
What he went from? What it started at?
What it started at 400.
Yeah. Oh, let me say this.
400. His
Hold-
average bill
Hold
was
on, hold on.
like
Show us the
250.
3 after that because
There it go.
You know what's funny?
It's right there. That's the
Hey,
bill.
you know what's funny?
So,
no, hey,
You see
let me
it
hear
say
it. Let me-
zero. You see it's no.
Let me say something.
Now,
Oh, yeah,
every
that's
house
it.
is different,
Hold
bro.
on,
I
Tone. Let me
believe
say
in solar
something.
myself.
Hold on,
That's
tell
why I
Dave to
do
zip it. Let me say something.
You
My
feel
first
me?
bill after the solar, I had $5.
Now, his situation is
Can I
that.
speak? Or you gonna keep lying about something?
I ain't lying.
About your solar. About your solar.
The solar is right.
But look,
I believe in solar.
let me
You
just
feel
say
me?
this. Let me just say this. My first bill after solar was $5. My second bill after solar was $200. My third bill after solar was like $300. I'm not saying it.
Now I'm
you
saying
wrong.
this.
I'm
You
just
see the
saying
bill,
you're wrong
right?
about me.
You see the bar, right? You see how it's going.
How many months
See the
after solar
$6
though?
negative.
After solar, how many
That's
months?
2 months.
Don't say it on
That's
me.
2 months. It's May and June. The 2 months that's zero.
So what you saying? I'm lying?
Now, I ain't saying that you lying. I'm saying the situation that's gonna happen to you. But you still good though.
Listen. This is what we gonna do with this.
We need that solar to work.
We
Fuck
talking
that.
too much
We got
about
bills
solar,
to pay.
man. I ain't coming to speak about no goddamn solar.
we're gonna speak about solar.
What-
That's what changed Dave's life.
changed-
Solar
All right,
changed
listen,
Dave's life.
That's fine. That's
He
fine.
making
Let's
six
talk about
figures.
the good stuff that
Listen.
happened to solar. Cause you after the
It better work this summer. I'm gonna
break it
hit you with
down
my
to
car if it
Tell
don't.
them,
It's
yo,
gonna hit-
tell
it's
them
gonna
your
work.
information so they can buy solar off you because obviously you're doing something good. Even though Serge, you got a disgruntled customer. Hopefully you ain't got too many disgruntled customers
Now,
besides
I
Serge.
ain't got
Yep.
too many. This.
He got a couple. Look at him.
You know, I ain't got too many
He got a couple.
unhappy customers. That's for sure.
Put your
I'm getting
info
referrals,
out,
but
nigga. Come
now,
holler at me
bad
about.
one.
I have bad referrals before.
Come on, man. I just
It goes one right here.
Oh shit.
he ain't a
But
bad
now-
referral.
That's a bad review.
I'm gonna tell everybody get
No, but-
solar. Talk to Dave. He got
But-
you right now. He
got that word.
Got you. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't got none of that cheap
Yeah,
shit.
you know what I mean?
He got that good
but,
shit.
No, but you seen my Lito bill.
We don't
Yeah,
want
that's
to look
what-
at bills, man. We ain't here for that. If you want to do your commercial, I got a bill. I don't need to see you.
-6.
You got a customer sitting in front of you just telling you what
All
their
right,
bill
man.
is.
If a customer was sitting in front of me, I would say, listen, right? If you're gonna get solar, what's gonna happen is the electricity company is charging you a certain amount of price for your electricity. Now the solar is going to generate a certain amount of electricity. Whatever power the solar generates, you getting that for cheaper than what the
Bro,
electricity.
you do not sound convincing.
I'm gonna keep it that
If
simple.
you was in front of my door and said that shit, I'm slamming the door.
He like a little script, right? You hear what I'm trying to
That
say?
shit-
We at the podcast right now. We at the podcast right now. We
Fuck
chilling.
sent you.
We
Get the
all
fuck
been.
outta here.
If I wasn't in front of the door, I wouldn't even be talking like this. I wouldn't even be talking like this. I'm gonna
He
put that
sound
voice
like
on.
he was auditioning to
You want
be
me to put my
a
voice
He
on?
was like, it's the solar, it's going to be your electric bill. Your electric bill is going to transfer over to to the solar,
pulled the
and then the
camera
solar
real
is going to
fast.
make
Say
it
that
better
shit
because it's
again,
going to
boy.
streamline to your system, and you're going to be great.
I'm telling you,
You was
I ain't want
tripping.
to put the voice on. You mean
What's the voice? Do the voice.
Oh, he didn't want to do the voice because you know this. You know what I mean?
we chilling right now? I ain't want to do the sales voice I be doing when I be in.
No, you got to. You sound like the weatherman.
Well, how you
Yeah,
doing,
I did.
sir? Selling solar today. Would you like
Put my
some?
proper voice on. You mean my intelligence? Let them know because it's all about mimicking people. You mean once you mimic, if you talking to anybody in life and you want to get your way, right? And you just want them to be comfortable with you when you talking to them, so they can listen to you.
Yeah, get a young boy's
Just
game,
gotta
bro.
mimic how they are, however their personality is. Like you feel me?
Seem like y'all
True
real-
salesman advice right
then they
there.
gonna
Yeah, we
talk
all
to
got
you
that
like,
one
and you
friend
wanna
that
be
gets too
friendly.
high and just says anything.
I'm telling you, man. I'm high and on. See, my man got me there.
You telling us how to sell some solar? Hey, get
Telling
Dino
you
in
how
the
to
solar.
sell
He
that
sound
life, man.
interested.
Telling
Ask
you
you.
how to sell that life, man.
Sell them
It's all about life,
solar.
man. It ain't even about soda. It's about life. Like I said, right?
It don't
When I
matter.
went to
Listen,
Texas-
more of the story is solar's changed your life. You came from
When I-
nothing.
Yeah,
But-
let's get
Right.
to
That's what matters at the end of
towards
the day.
finish
The whole
line.
positive.
I just
It
don't
is
like
positive,
doing
but when I was
people,
in
but solar that
Texas,
shit, though.
I just learned about financing. I learned about credit. When I was in Texas, I had lost my grandma's house, right?
We did.
Yeah.
I thought you always kept it.
I got it back
on 4th Street.
Oh, I know you had to get it back.
while I was in Texas, right? Because I know what I was doing, right? Because I learned things in Texas, so I got the crib back, right? Then
Why'd you lose it in the first place, though? How did you lose your grandma's house?
I lost it because Gio was staying in that room.
What they got to do with you losing it?
He wasn't paying the mortgage.
Oh, you thought he was?
I thought he was.
It be like that sometimes.
So you,
But then when I found out, I was like, damn. Then I had to pay them like 8 bands.
so basically, he wasn't paying the mortgage that you thought was paying, and then you were 8,000 behind, and you had to hurry and come up with the 8,000.
Right. I was more than that behind, but they basically just said if I could pay that, then I can get back on.
That was from the taxes,
Right.
not the mortgage.
Right.
Oh, damn.
But I was no. They got the taxes was in the mortgage mode.
It was both mixed in. So you was behind like crazy.
I wasn't behind.
So what did he say after the fact that you found out that he wasn't paying? What did he tell you?
You know how little brothers is.
Did he pay you back?
Shit.
Did he continue to pay after?
He
paid.
big brother, man. He ain't,
Yeah, I just
little
hold it. I
brother
just
ain't
had
paying
to-
that back.
Nah, bro, you can't do that. You got.
Paying back, still
pay me
on you.
back.
I need that back, or we ain't talking. If you don't pay me back, I'm no longer. We ain't talking. Well, no
They
talking
love
terms.
That little motherfucker.
Yeah, I love you too, but we ain't talking.
Little bro, man. I
don't
can't.
care.
What I'm gonna do? I didn't care. I was like, all right, bro. I knew you was gonna do some shit like that anyway.
That's what they basically gave him the joint. He knew. He been there.
Shit
Like
was
he
a
said,
bit.
I
He had
knew,
fiends
you
in
know.
there and all that, bro.
Well, you kind of bought that
Beans
though.
in there.
Yeah.
I ain't know that part.
But you kind of bought that though, cause you knew that before you
But
left.
what though?
Yeah, why?
Not
like
really,
everybody
though.
else
I was
did.
just
Why is there
hoping because
fiends in
he
your
ain't
house?
had nowhere to go.
Man,
And I
you
was
bought
leaving.
that.
I had took my grandma and grandpa. I took everybody. I just went to Texas. You mean?
For that, you might as well just rented that bitch out regular.
You gotta fix
I
it
got
up.
the
Oh,
plan.
yeah,
I got the
yeah.
plan now.
All right, well, you good now. I mean, you situated. So,
Where you going, man? Damn, little ass
Yo, remember
bladder.
when Rick Ross was doing the interview
You got a
and he
baby
went to the
mama
bathroom?
bladder.
And he
Yeah,
ain't
but
never
came
come back.
Hey, Tom, hey, Rome, you about to roll out, bro? Where your
No, you gotta
keys
go
at,
to the
man?
bathroom. You
No,
ain't
remember
leaving.
that? Remember that interview Rick Ross did? He was like, "Yo, I'm gonna go to the bathroom."
Oh yeah. He doing the Rick Ross right now. We gotta
Yeah,
check him.
bro.
Somebody go look see if he's still in the bathroom.
Yo, that was
Your
the bed.
keys.
Tell him I'll be back.
He's
They ain't see him
never
since.
come back, man. That's the bed.
No, man. I definitely had to get you and Tone here. I'm gonna wait till he comes back to talk some more. But hearing your perspective, you be killing me a lot. You fucking me up with the way you talk about things, man.
It'd be crazy, man. I just say how it comes to my mind. People tell me that sometimes.
Feel you, B.
That's how you know it's real. You know what I mean? I don't be capping. That's what I really went through in my life. I done saved lives, man. I moved my man from Philly to Texas, bro. And he started making 6 figures a year.
To this day, he still makes 6 figures.
To this day. To this day.
What was he doing before that?
He was a street nigga.
He was in the street.
He was in the streets, you know, but then he used to box with me. And then we had, like I said, I ain't see him in a long time, but that always was my man. And then he told me he was going through some things. something happened. He was supposed to. My other man was supposed to bring him to Texas, but then my other man just straight wound up bullshitting him, like just straight. How a girl bullshit a nigga. Like say if a girl just stop answering your calls when y'all supposed to link up, and you done got flights to go out there and all that. Like you feel me? So I'm like, that's my man too. So I'm like, it's cool, bro. You could just come stay at my crib and shit. Cause he really was homeless at the time. He had no bread. He's like, bro, I can't keep trapping. Like, and I told him, all right, just come stay with me, bro. I'm gonna train you. You should do the solar shit, get the shit rolling. And besides the solar shit, you gonna learn other shit out here, bro. Cause ain't nothing really in Philly, bro. And then he came out there. He lived with me for like 60, 90 days, bro. And I ain't even charging no bills or nothing, bro. I just was looking out for him. That was my boy. Then I trained him. I gave him like a military solar training, bro. Real rap.
What you had to do?
I had to knock doors, talk to people.
So what he had to say
houses.
though? Like what he knocked on the door. He learned what to say.
Yeah, from what I was teaching him, like he just was kept mimicking me. Then I just was basically showing him how to do it along the way. But then it made it easier for us because out there we was buying leads. We would buy leads for like we would pay $500 a week. And they'd give us 20 people, right? Now, every joint we was getting an average like 5,000 to 8,000 a joint for every person, right? Now, when we get the joint, we just keep buying leads. Now, he fucked up a couple leads, but it's cool because we had a lot of leads, you feel me? We was buying like, eventually we started buying 1,000 a week, you feel me? And then we ain't even knocked no doors. For like 2 years, bro, we wasn't knocking no doors. We just was in the crib, like, and then the people would call us and they'd just email us a lead, and then we'd go there, and the people wanted it because solar is good. They know it's good. Then they went there, then they get it. And we was getting referrals too. And then people, if somebody gave me a referral, I give them $1,000, and then I trained him doing that, and then he liked it. Then he got his own crib. That's like my best friend now. That's still my boy. I talk to him like every day.
He still live in Texas?
He still live in Texas. He just opened up a water ice room. He ain't buying no house there. He just rented.
Got his own place.
He got his own.
Still sell solar.
He still sells solar.
And he opened up a water ice stand.
And then my other man, cause my other man, he brought another guy out there.
I got cups.
So you showed him, and he showed somebody else.
No, I had to show. Well, he showed somebody else, and then I also showed him too.
So how if you were talking to somebody, how would you tell somebody how to get into solar, selling solar?
Yeah, speak to the young folks, man.
Yeah.
All that shit you saying is cool, but let's get some game on it.
It worked for you. So tell somebody how, if you just met a random person. If you met a random person, like, how do I get into what you're doing?
You see, what I'm doing is sales. Like, I feel like the best way to get into what I'm doing is to get some type of sales experience first. Because I really took the hard way up, like, whereas though, like, it's going to be hard for you. If I was somebody, I would first do some type of sales job, like, in like door-to-door sales type of job for like a year. No matter what type of joint it is, like that you knocking doors for it though. Like really out there, like whether it be for solar or whatever, like just get that experience and then jump into solar as a salesperson. Cause when you first come into solar, they always gonna try to make you just a door knocker, bro. Just a boy that's knocking doors. You feel me?
Sound like my previous.
And then they'll give you the bare minimum, like, you feel me? And companies is bad because they price people so high, and people don't know. You feel me? Now me, I do things just like how I am. Like I'm a good person, so a customer I always just get them cheaper than what the electricity company.
All right, so you saying get some experience. Then what after that? After they get that year experience, what you saying after that?
After they get that year experience, just learn how to be a closer.
Be a closer. So that's like an ace.
That's like
being an ace.
Because it's two steps. It's the one that set up the appointment and knock the doors, and then it's the one that go in there and close the deal. Like a lot of people don't want to knock the doors because that's like the grinding drum.
Right. That you at the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
So basically, from what I got out what you just said, you didn't give me no advice. I don't get what you just said. Go be a closer. What that mean?
He basically be a closer is like.
A closer.
You that boy, when you soon as you get to the door, you got a whole script laid out, something to what he said about 10 minutes ago.
So you could
bang bang
closer.
Seagull Street.
And the door now.
So if I said go talk to that girl and get her number right now, you gonna close it?
I
don't know if she a hick. I don't know.
Listen,
You
right,
gonna
one
close
thing about
she a
me,
hick,
the
I don't
girls,
know.
though, I know how to talk to women.
I know you do,
I'm
bro.
a smooth bull. Now the girls like me also because I'm charming and I'm handsome. You know what I mean? Now, a lot of men don't know how to talk to girls. They talk to them like they other guys, like, and they be like, no, they don't like that, but they feminine. Some girls might be a little gangster, but they still feminine. Like the Philly girls, they gangster, but they
Masculine
still
as
feminine
shit.
though, bro.
Right.
Like you make them feminine as a man. Like they can act as gangster as they want, but when I come around, they gonna feel this masculinity. They gonna be like, all right, let me.
They go pipe that shit down.
Yeah. I mean, they gonna try you though to see if you gonna back down, but you gotta let them know, like, listen, I'm a real man, baby. You gotta calm that down. We gonna talk.
And they
have
love
a
that shit when you
conversation.
talk to them like that.
Love that shit.
You know what I mean? You tell
They
them
know
this
you a
big
real
daddy
man.
over here. Ain't none of that shit flies.
Yeah.
We ain't on no sucker shit.
Yeah,
Baby,
I ain't
you
gonna
right.
suck it.
We ain't
I'm a
on
real
that
man.
shit.
You gonna respect me? I'm gonna respect you, but you ain't about to talk to me like I'm a little kid. You know what I mean? See, the thing is though,
Cause
everybody not me, man. Everybody can't do it like that. You know what I mean?
I agree.
You
with
ain't do it like that. Fuck you, mean? You been married since you were 12, bro. Everybody believe none of that bullshit you just said, man. Get the fuck out of here.
Ah, you funny.
That's another question. Listen, you've been in a relationship long as shit. I do have a question about long relationships. Why did you get married so young, or what made you do it?
All right, I'm gonna keep it a bean.
And was it easy to be stuck to one
Get into
person?
my life. We're gonna get into y'all life.
Yeah, we're gonna get
in a
it.
couple
Switch it up.
We're
in
gonna
a
switch
couple
it
of
up.
seconds. All right, so right now, this is crazy, man. I'm gonna tell you the truth, though, right? I feel like it was the right thing to do.
And listen,
What's that
getting
mean?
married ain't nothing. It's not a bad thing.
He
doing it right, bro. He ain't got no kids with
Like when I
nobody
got
else.
married, bro, I ain't really think it was like a real marriage thing. Like I just thought,
thought
all
you
right,
was
she want to get
married.
married, I'm gonna just say it just to keep her. Like you feel me? Like, cause she like, I want to get married, or I ain't trying to be with you. Like, or I'm just not trying to keep.
So your
doing
girl
this.
gave you an ultimatum: either we get married or that's it, we're done.
She said she ain't trying to keep doing this. Like she was into church at that time and all that, when she was young. But I say this right, like me getting married that young was not a good thing.
So what was it?
But what was good thing about it was the journey of going through the relationship and things happening. Like, but over time, when people meet young and they get old, they grow up to be different people. And sometimes they don't have the same, they don't become similar no more.
They go in different
Certain
ways.
things, yeah. They be
That makes
thinking
sense.
differently. And it's like, I feel like when people get married, they should get married when they like 30. They should meet somebody later on in life and
I
then get
agree
married.
with
Like,
that.
or you could be with somebody. If you be with somebody when you're young, don't get married with them until they like. If you say you met somebody at 22, you be with them for.
So
5,
you
6
would tell that to your kids?
Yeah, I tell my kids that now.
I feel like you
Because
gotta be
you
with
in
somebody.
between,
Listen,
and you
I've
in
been through
between.
life,
You know why I
bro.
say you in between? Because you got sons and you got daughters.
I got 2 sons and 2 daughters.
Right, you right in the middle. Right, some people don't have sons, some people don't have daughters.
Right.
I'm one of those people who don't have a biological son, but I got a stepson I consider my son. Right. So my message to both of them is, this is my foundation to the future. I'm the last street person, gangster, hustler, drug dealer, whatever the fuck you want to call me. Where I come from, where we come from, all 4 of us. All three y'all.
yeah.
What you did 2 years for then?
I'm from Jersey though.
You from Jersey, man.
But what he did 2 years for then?
I ain't
mean,
say I
I'm
wasn't no
from SP.
criminal.
All right.
I'm a
We all
criminal.
criminals then,
What part
right?
of Jersey
The fuck
from,
you
though?
talking about?
It don't fucking matter what part of Jersey I'm from.
What
'Cause
part
he-
of Philly you from?
The
He
P.
don't want to say what part of Jersey. It's cool. He
Because
just
he represent the
I'm
whole
just making-
Jersey.
I'm from
He
West
from- he
Hampton,
from
New Jersey.
SP.
What do you want to talk about?
he from SP. I'm from SP.
I'm from West Hampton. I'm tougher than you.
It don't matter if you tough.
It ain't
Yes, it
about
do.
toughness.
Oh, it don't.
Yes, it do.
Can I get
My
back to what
man.
I was
You
saying?
ain't no man.
This how you know we
Nah,
family,
this
family
fuck-
in this joint. Like a whole bunch of
you funny.
No, I'm tired. Let's get back to what Tone was saying.
Man,
Oh, yeah,
man.
Hold on,
man.
we fucked Tone up. Hold on, stop.
Y'all going to interrupt what I was saying. I had a strong message.
All right, go ahead.
Listen. Yeah, he feel what I'm saying. What I was saying was as far as the kids.
All right.
What was I saying? Because I don't even remember.
You were saying you were passing down to him why, your foundation.
Right.
Oh, the foundation basically was I'm the last person, street nigga or gangster, hustler, drug dealer, whatever the fuck you want to call me. I'm the last person that's going to come through this door with this resume. The next generation going to have scholarships, sportsmanship, achievement awards, lawyers, all types of different shit. Y'all not going to go through what I went through. And I'm going to keep y'all far away from that. Whether it's family, friends, go back to what you were saying about the family shit, right? I'm not going to present no bullshit to my children. If there's a red flag, no matter who it's coming from, y'all not going around that. I will go around that. I will walk in the dark alleyway and whatever come out of that, come out of that. But y'all not. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all going to be successful in life. And I don't want that, the certain circumstances that all of us came up on be presented to y'all. My job as a parent is to change all that shit. So you being a salesman for that shit you was talking about sound real good, and you saying something positive at the end of the day, however you say it sound positive. What Sergio and Dino doing with this podcast, it's positive, bro. These young boys need to hear this shit. You feel what I'm saying? So,
cause it's more than just the street. It's more than
it's
basketball.
The popularity contest is the contest of being a winner don't add up, and it always been dead, jail, in the cell. So why would you want to be the most popular nigga in the street, bro? Let's keep it a bean. What have we all achieved from being in the streets besides having a good reputation? Right? Can't nobody say nothing about me but besides being a sucker for love. I admit that myself. I'm a sucker for love all day long. Always been a sucker for love, but you could never call me a rat. You could never call me a bitch. I'm only 5'8". Could never call me a bitch.
You're a midget, though.
I know.
Call you that.
You know what I'm saying? Dave, no. Dino, no.
So basically what you're saying is the bad background, the darkness stops with you.
Stop with me.
Yeah,
absolutely.
With you.
And don't think that you're going to go to school and bring individuals in my home that's going to be on that bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's going to be a problem. And then you're going to bring that old me out of me. Because I'm retired. Let's get this shit out there. The only reason why I'm on this podcast, for one, is to show y'all love. And for two, I'm retired.
You just fell back.
So what
I'm retired. No, ain't no fall back, bro. I'm retired, bro. I'm done.
If I got
I'm done.
You ain't gonna come through, cuz.
So hold on. So
I'm calling you. I'm calling you. That's who I'm calling.
So speaking of that, so you're saying you're a CDL driver, a truck driver, so that changed your life basically.
Oh man, all the way for sure. It changed my life financially, changed my life mentally, physically, my whole element of life, man. It just changed me. You know what I'm saying?
So that's similar to what Dave was solar to.
Yeah, but he just
solar to
he
him
just
was CDLs to you.
talking because he hot, and he just couldn't get it out.
Yeah, he's been slow,
That shit changed my life.
Solar
Bro,
did
it
to
changed
him,
your life. Your
CDLs
message is
did
strong,
to you.
and I understand.
Yeah.
You know, I made 6 figures too for the first time. And
it's like
22.
right? Besides 6 figures, right? It's all about what you learn in life, bro.
Real shit.
You can make 6 figures 1 year. You can make 50,000 1 year. You can make $500,000 1 year. It don't matter. Money don't change you. It just bring you more of who you is. So you need to
exactly
to yourself.
That's real shit, though.
You can't change.
That's real shit.
Money, so I'm only fucking with these types.
Or you could say this too, Dave. You could say this too. It could bring you to who you really is or who you really wanted to be.
Right.
That's true. Because listen, I just started reading books, bro. I always wanted to read books, but I was too busy dodging bullets and busting my own shit. I was too busy with the politics of where my neighborhood from. I was too busy with all the nonsense that don't matter no more, bro. Because it's like everything that
it really don't matter.
We done did in life, no matter what hood you from, West Hampton, don't give a fuck. South Philly, we don't give a fuck. What does it really matter? You did 2 years upstate. I did a juvie bid, 20-month juvie bid. You been up county bid your whole life. And Dave, he went to a boxing career. That shit was like a bid. You know what
I ain't never been booked, man.
He did a boot camp bid as a career.
That's why I say I'm happy. Like I say, I never been a follower, right? Like everybody I've been around, been street people.
I ain't gonna lie. Every time we was out mobbing, anytime you see Dave, what it was like.
Oh, he was leaving. He was exiting and left.
Oh, you could no.
You still like that to
your
this
mom
day,
for
though,
like
bro.
2 minutes and they be like, yo, I gotta go to such
And what's
such.
crazy, you probably got the best hands out the squad, and you always trying to
We
leave.
had him run with June on
You be
Little
pissing
Block.
me off
He
with
was
that
out
shit.
there.
I had dropped
We had
June.
paper on that joint and all
June,
that.
my man, though.
I know
Your hands
I
ain't
know
licensed no
I know
more.
you
You
was a
better
pro.
stop that
It
shit.
was never licensed. I know you was a pro boxer. I feel like I could beat you the fuck up.
I feel like you can't.
I feel like we need to
I
figure
feel
it
like
out.
you like 10 inches taller than me.
I feel like there's a way to figure.
Oh,
I feel like there's a way to figure that out.
I say this though, right? If we had boxing gloves, you wouldn't put them on with me.
I'll beat you the fuck up, dude.
I got the gloves in the trunk, man. I go get them.
You ain't got nothing in the trunk. Your bitch ass, you one of them. I got it in the trunk. You
I
ain't
keep
got
them in the
Sound
trunk.
like a little bat.
Now let me ask y'all a question. Y'all in relationships now, right? It's safe to say that y'all two in relationships. How hard was it for
you
y'all
mean,
to
who?
be in relationships?
Oh, like relationship.
Hard, man.
Cause how I look at it, like I was talking to Dino the other day, it's hard.
You talking to Dino about relationships?
Yeah,
I know
don't
you
why.
going.
I
You
was
going through
bored.
something?
Yeah, I was bored.
You going through something? You talking to
bored. I
Dino?
was bored talking to Dino
Bro,
about
you got my
relationships one
number.
day.
You got my number. You
Yeah.
can call me.
What's wrong with me talk?
Okay, you
Talking
talking
to you
to
like
Dino?
talking to the fucking wall. About to talk to my dog at home. Listen, Nico, let me talk to you for a second.
You talking to Dino about
Yeah,
relationships?
nah, ain't no point in talking to his ass. You know what's funny?
I
Dino
wanna
will call
know.
somebody. Hold on, time out.
that. I wanna
Dino
know.
will call somebody. His baby will talk to him 5 times a day on the phone for a week, and the next week, like, no, that shit just ain't go nowhere. I'm like, you just called her your baby. You love her. You can't wait to see her. You just met her on Instagram. He's the Instagram lover of the year. Hey, ladies, all the ladies in
them
North
hoes
Philly
looking good
on Instagram.
I ain't
Come
gonna
holler
lie.
at my man Dino Solo.
This should be happening.
Meanwhile, you won't talk to anybody face to face.
chilling.
You're an Instagram warrior.
I be chilling, bro. That shit just be. I be
24.
minding my business.
But here, hold on.
Like, what's
Hold
up?
on. We ain't got to talk about
Yeah.
Dino Instagram love.
We got
Hold on.
action.
The reason why I brought that up because
That shit just be happening.
He made me feel regular
That shit like
because
a
I'm a
game
sucker for
for
love.
real.
I admit that shit.
well, you've been a sucker for that's only you. Ain't got that's
Yeah,
that's
I've
your
been a sucker
fault.
for love,
All the
but
rest of us
he
enjoy
made me
life.
look good. That's what
I'm
I'm
enjoying
saying.
life, man. I'm telling you, man.
The reason why I bring that up because when I say like, when I believe it's harder for men to be in a relationship than it is for women, just in general, not a matter who you are. Only because all of our lives we've been taught to go out there and get a girl attention, go out there and get that girl, talk to that girl, don't be scared, talk to that girl. And we were always taught to go out and get the girl. Girls were always taught to say no to that boy, leave him alone, don't talk to him. So for them, instinctually, their instincts are to say no. Our instincts are to say, yes, I want to get her. So for me, I look at it like the reason why girls don't get how hard it is because we were taught all our lives to try to get the girls' attentions, try to be brave, man up, talk to a girl and get them. We always want to get the best looking girl we can get. Women always turned it down. They were taught to say no, leave them boys alone, don't go near them boys. So now that they're in a natural instinct, now they're in a natural environment of being with a man, for me, it's easy for women because I'm not saying it's super easy because I'm sure they get enticed, but it's easy for women because they learned growing up, say no to them boys. We learned growing up, say yes to them girls. Go get that girl. You better if you get whatever girl you got a crush on. Girls, stay away from them boys.
Right, but listen, what you said was cool, right? And I understand, but that's just humanity. You mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, but a lot of people
like
don't-
as men, for real, this world was built for women. If you really think about it, we go back all the way back to the past time where there was no phones and none of that. Men built this world for women. You feel what I'm saying? So we always go try to get the women. Whether the women deny us or not, all that we got to do is step our game up.
Yeah.
You mean?
Well, there was wars started over women.
Exactly.
Women-
my point.
women have always been
What
the
you
point
think
of
my
a lot of
neighborhood and the other neighborhood was
They
built
always
off
be
of?
lining this shit up, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Not even about that, like actual wars. I'm not talking about no street wars. Y'all think I'm talking about street wars, which is very true. There's a lot of
I'll tell you how it started.
there's a lot of
dealing with
street
them
wars
bitches, bro.
over.
Bitches
over-
line
And you should
up.
have known. You should have known how that started because when he asked you that in episode
don't.
1,
One thing
How
I
the
hear,
fuck
I hear
you
a
don't
lot
know?
of rumors.
Dino don't know what he did yesterday.
How the
You're gonna
fuck you
ask
don't
him
know?
about what something started back in the 80s or 70s. He don't, Dino, what you do yesterday?
I'll tell you how it started, man.
Hold on, time out. Dino, what you do yesterday?
You know what I did yesterday?
He don't even know what he did yesterday. That's the point.
He know what he
I
did.
know
You
what I
high.
did.
That's
You know
all.
what I did yesterday.
Stop trying to hide behind the mic.
Why are you hugging the mic like that? Like,
I'm chilling.
I'm gonna get you one of those security blankets, a security teddy bear.
You know what?
Man, the point I'm making.
Y'all see how Dino get around family? He gets shy.
He do get shy.
Don't get shot.
He don't talk much. He always let shit slide off his shoulders.
But it's
and
cool.
say it
But
ain't
the
no
whole
big-
point is what I'm trying to say is like, if you want to hear the history, I'll tell you the history. You should have known that though, and I know maybe Dave know.
He don't know. Dave stay in the house.
I do know. I be
ain't
outside.
Really
You
get into
stay in the
all
house.
the little,
I be outside. You know what I mean? I
Bro,
know
that
more
shit
than
started-
I
you.
don't lose worry about what the fuck.
Listen, it
is
started
going
on some
now.
shit. It started over a female first, right? And then it started over money. Then once the money came involved, that's when all the guns and all that shit came out. And ever since then, it just been tick for tack, tack for tick. If you know what I'm talking
So
about.
a whole neighborhood war for the last 50 years started over a female.
Yes.
It's the dumbest shit on the planet.
Right, but if you really think about it, track every gang, every neighborhood, what had it started over? I promise you was
You're
over
right.
a bitch.
No, actual country wars have started over women.
All right then. So
No,
it's
no,
no
I
different
understand
from
what
inner
you're
city
saying.
wars.
Absolutely,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But it's dumb, but that's what happens. That's how you know that, yes, men are men, but men built this world for women. You
I
feel what I'm
agree with
saying?
that, yeah.
That's what I'm trying to get at from what you were saying. So where I come from, it may sound stupid to the people that's outside of the neighborhood. Like y'all niggas is dumb. Yeah, for y'all just shooting over nothing. Y'all don't even own the block. But when you grow up in that shit and you embedded in it, and you know you growing up in it, there's nothing you could do about it, right?
Yeah.
That come from parents. But if your parents ain't on that type of time, you know what I'm saying? Like I just said, I'm getting my daughter out of that mentality, that Philadelphia mentality, that hood shit. I'm trying to put other things in her head: college, education, business. Shaking your ass on Instagram is not allowed in my house, bro. You out of pocket if you think that's gonna happen. I don't give a fuck what kind of friends you got. We gonna change them friends. You feel what I'm saying? Put her in sports activities, get a whole situation, whole completely different from what I'm saying. You feel me? Because I don't want to be talking all over the place, but that's what I'm saying.
That. You're 100% right.
I mean, because our neighborhood, where we from, we all know. You know what I'm saying? Like that's some generational shit that nobody can never pinpoint unless you really know. And I know. And you should know. And you should know too. You can't blame Serge for not knowing. You know what I'm saying? He from
West Ham.
West Hampton. That shit go crazy in West
You know
Hampton.
what? Fuck all y'all. That's what I'm gonna say this. Fuck all y'all.
West Hampton was hard.
I'm from West Hampton, New Jersey, and I
Man,
get
I heard all
I
the
live in
stories that
Jersey
happened.
myself
Let me
now.
just
Like,
say
I'm-
this.
I wish I lived in Jersey
Shit,
like
yeah,
like
yeah,
Serge,
Let me just
man.
say this.
We would have had a different life.
I'm gonna just say this. I'm from New
y'all
Jersey.
pools ain't even 4 feet.
Serge came to Philly. He should have stayed away. He should have just.
Nah,
never
I'm gonna
came
say
to
this.
Philly.
Listen.
Man, but listen, Serge ain't a bitch though.
No, Serge.
That's
ain't
why I
a bitch.
like
Serge is
Serge.
from West Hampton, New Jersey, and combined with all three of y'all, I got way more chicks than y'all in my life.
That's a lie.
Want to bet?
That's a lie.
You
You
could.
see how handsome I am?
That's the point I'm making.
I feel like you was tricking a lot though.
I never was a tricker.
I ain't never.
The only
tricked.
time I ever
You know,
tricked was
no,
over.
no,
when I was
explain
in-
to y'all.
When you from
I ain't
I
Jersey,
ain't trick. I had guys
Explain to y'all.
when you from Jersey, you get that
I've been
automatically.
humble
like,
for years. I don't
Bro, you-
talk shit for years, but let me just
Dave.
break it down to everybody that I'm cousins with, friends with. Y'all don't get girls as much as I did.
Dave,
back in my
remember when he
past.
had the
Look,
slick back?
Y'all are
It was the
quiet.
slick back. Remember
Yeah.
when he had the slick back?
A lot of the time, a lot of reason why I don't trust bitches now is because of the shit we did and got into when we was
No,
coming up.
Serge definitely got a lot of bitches.
Because a lot of the shit
When
we
he
did
was
with
single.
these females, they
When I
was
was
in
single, it was
relationships.
different.
Yeah, man.
They was either
The girls
right
these
there
days
with
is
somebody at
crazy,
some
man.
point.
This generation is bad. If you ain't giving up no money, they ain't really trying to give you no time.
That's
Like,
why they
yeah,
gonna be
this
single.
song.
Like Shorty that was hit.
Well,
What
it's
was her
good
name?
thing they got people like you, cause you trick daddy.
I
You
ain't
give up all the
tricking
money
that.
for them
No,
girls.
No, I don't.
Yes, you will.
No,
No, I
he
do
not.
not.
You on the gram talking, I'm balling, baby. What's
I don't
up?
understand
Oh,
that.
he from the nickel.
Nah, that
bro. We
just
don't
be-
get
Nah,
that.
Davey on the
listen,
gram
nah,
talking about if
listen.
he can't buy you
I
this,
know
why
you
you
used
with
to that
him?
where you from in Jersey, but we don't do that.
How
I
many
ain't
times you
tricking
talk
on
shit about
nobody.
people who can't buy their
Listen.
girls nothing on the gram?
Listen, man, I ain't say that. I don't know who said that on the gram. I don't be tricking on these hoes, man. I tell you the truth,
bro.
I'm
You just
telling
said
you.
it the other day.
I'm keeping it a bean. Like if you dealing with a girl and that's your lady, she needs something, you probably should come through for her. But like to be tricking, like here, take this money and give me this pussy, no. What I look like?
Hey, Dave, you should have saw last week that Dino was talking about how he likes to go to girls' house that he's cool with and cook and clean for them, just because he's friends
All right,
with
look,
them.
let's ask this.
Yeah, just because he's friends with them.
Say, look,
This the
Look, if
Dino.
you
Hold
chilling
on,
at
Dino. Let me
your
get my
homie
words
crib,
out.
A shorty crib that you know, and y'all chilling, y'all mobbing and shit. She sending them around
Talk
cleaning
normal.
and just doing regular shit, straightening up around the crib. You just gonna chill there?
Motherfucking right.
All right, well, me, I'm chilling. Like I'm a chill.
Dick out, my
At the
dick
same
out and
time,
all. Like I ain't moving.
You gonna
Dino
help her
told
clean?
Dino told
I'm
me
gonna
if
sit
he's
around
around a
with
girl's
you.
house,
I know.
and she's
You
cleaning
but
and
you
it's
gotta
dirty.
be more in detail, bro. You making it seem like this is the first time you over there.
it is.
That's some
I'm
shit
saying
you
it's
talking-
a homie type
No,
shit.
Dino's telling me if he's around a girl that he's cool with, he messes with, whatever. If she's cooking and cleaning, he's cooking and cleaning.
He
I
high.
ain't saying I'm cooking and cleaning. I'm
He high.
saying
That's what you said. You said I would clean up, I would do the
I'm
dishes.
helping her
He
clean
said
up around the
he said
crib.
spend time I'm in a girl crib,
I
and I'm
know
gonna clean
she
the
in the
kitchen.
crib,
I
I'm
feel you.
high.
I feel
You
you.
high as shit.
I feel you, but
You ain't
I wasn't
clean. You
clean.
ain't clean your own self.
I do
All right,
clean.
look. This
I
is what
gotta
I'm
clean
saying,
right
bro.
now.
Let him
But I
speak.
wouldn't clean.
All
All right,
right,
let's
look.
hear Dino speak. Let's hear him speak.
If we chilling in the crib, if I'm chilling in the crib with a female and she come in and whatever, be like, I'm a cook. And then I see her straightening up and all that shit. And I come in and I see her straightening up. I'm going to help her straighten up. That's
See,
just me.
You trying to do
Well,
everything you can to
He a
get that
good boy,
pussy.
It
man.
ain't even about
With
that.
the invitation.
Serge,
I ain't gonna lie,
don't want to help
I
her
done laid
clean.
next
Nope.
to some bitches butt ass naked and ain't want like really fuck.
How you clean next to somebody butt naked? Where you
I'm
cleaning
just
at?
saying I could lay next to
Why
a
does
bitch
it-
butt ass
Now
naked.
No, that's
and
what
not
he's
fuck.
saying.
Now she on some shit
Nah.
like, you know what? You done help me
Yeah,
clean.
bro, that
you
shit
can
don't-
get
I
it.
ain't
I
saying
know,
this.
bro.
I never mentioned it was because you want to fuck him. I didn't care nothing
No,
about
but
that.
that's
I'm
what-
just telling you, friend or no friend, I'm not cleaning your house. Clean your own
But
damn
I'm just
house.
saying, me as a person, I'm gonna do it. Just like if you was in the crib and you
Only-
sitting there straightening up.
All right.
you
Oh,
straighten
I'm
up.
gonna give you something. I'm only gonna clean something if she fed me. Like if she fed me a plate of food,
Have you ever done it?
yes, I've done
Not
it.
with your girl. I'm talking about before that.
Yes, if I'm at a girl crib and she feed me a plate of food, my first reaction is to clean
Y'all
the
on
plate.
some bullshit.
No,
Y'all
because
some
you know
fucking
why they
suckers.
like it.
You're a sucker. You're a
I
sucker.
ain't no sucker. I'ma
You
clean
a
the
sucker
plate.
and He's a sucker. Yes, you
tripping.
are.
I
You
ain't
guys are
tripping.
suckers. I ain't about cleaning shit. You
I'm
cook
I'ma
that
clean
shit.
the
You
plate.
clean that shit.
I'ma
Hey,
clean the
Dave,
plate. That give her
I ain't
signs.
cleaning
I'ma
nothing.
clean her
You
plate.
clean
I
up
ain't
some
cleaning
shit or
nothing.
whatever the case was. If you ever, I mean,
Come
Nah,
on,
I
man.
ain't cleaning nothing.
I'm cleaning
I
her
don't know.
plate.
I ain't
know
cleaning
did. I cleaned some shit up.
There's some shit y'all gotta do. People like me ain't gotta do none of
I
that.
know I probably help you clean up some shit.
Man,
I know I
that's
help.
Oh.
See what he's saying ain't the wrong thing.
Ain't nobody
to do.
say he wrong. I just ain't doing it.
I'm just
You
saying.
could be
that's
right
just
as
the type
shit.
of
Guess what
person
ain't
I am.
happening?
See, you
You
appreciate
lying.
it.
He
See,
lying
girl,
like a motherfucker.
she
I feel
gonna-
like you
girl,
capping
You
right
help
now,
her
shit.
clean. she
Let me
gonna
just say
No, I'm
this.
talking about
Ain't
Sergio.
nobody capping. He been around me plenty of time.
You don't
Listen.
clean around
Bro,
the
Let me
girl,
just, yeah, my
It's-
house I
it's
live with
just-
my girl,
at
yes,
that point-
absolutely.
no,
I'm
but hold
clean.
up,
I
at
do whatever
that-
I need to do for her. That's different. But if I'm at a girl house who I'm not with, I'm not gonna be in your crib cleaning nothing. Unless you like fall down the steps and need help with a dresser, ain't happening.
See?
Listen,
That's
listen.
how I know. That's how I know you ain't get a lot of cheeks.
That's how I
when you
know I
went to
got
their
way more than
crib.
y'all because y'all had to do that to get them in the first place. I ain't had to do none of that.
Oh.
That's just
I ain't
What?
Straight up. Yeah,
What
ain't
you
no
mean?
What? You
What
heard
you
what
mean?
I said.
You never been invited to a girl's house for dinner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't
And-
clean up and cook.
You ain't clean up and cook. Oh,
Fuck
you,
out of here.
Oh, you Big Willie, huh?
Yeah, you Miss Daisy.
he Big
Get
Willie.
your asses in there and vacuum
Big
that
Willie,
fucking-
huh?
back of that carpet.
I'm
As soon as the dinner's over, he whipping it out. Yeah.
Ain't nobody saying all
Slap
that.
on it.
I'm just not cooking
You
and
don't
cleaning
even
your
put the
house.
plate in
I'm
the
not
sink. You don't
cleaning,
even put
I'm
the
not
plate in the
cooking.
sink.
You just said you was.
I would though.
See me,
You
I'm
said
the
you
type
did it.
person, I like
yeah,
to cater
I did.
to a female.
I
I clean the
When I
dish.
see
I
her
clean
doing
my
something,
dish, not
I'm
the
gonna
dish
help.
that
Man,
was
I'm
in.
doing that to the
girls
woman
gonna
I'm
like
with.
you.
If I'm
Girls
not
gonna
with
like
you,
you.
you
That's
ain't
how I know
getting
he
that.
ain't getting no girls.
I'm doing all
I'm
that.
the type boy I like to cater to my female. So
You
when
don't
I
even
see
see
her
them more
doing
than a
something,
week. How you
I'ma
catering?
help, huh?
You don't even be with them more than a week. How you catering?
I'm for the moment. Fuck that. For the moment, we gonna enjoy this shit. So I'm gonna treat you how you want to be treated, like you never been treated.
You see what I'm
all
saying?
about
You hear
the
what's going on? I'm authentic. Y'all not.
If it lasts,
See,
it lasts,
y'all
but
the
for
type.
moment,
Let me
we
just
gonna
say this:
live.
y'all the type to be with a girl, get comfortable, don't do shit. I'm the.
Oh.
Yeah, yes y'all is. Yes y'all
You
is.
can't compare me
Yes
and Dino
y'all
with
is.
this.
Yes y'all is.
I
Look at
do
him
shit.
grinning.
Listen,
Yes y'all
how long
is.
you been
I
with
do
your
shit.
chick?
3-4
I
years.
do
Right.
shit.
How long you been with your chick?
I've been with my girl for like 12 years.
How long you been with your chick?
4 seconds.
Oh fuck no, man.
You gotta do it.
I've been with my chick going on 13 years.
Okay,
Well,
what-
matter of fact, it is 13 years.
What's your point?
The point is,
Point, man.
fuck what you talking about.
So you telling me, all right.
Yeah, if my
So
my
what's your
chick,
responsibilities in the house right now then?
what you mean?
You talking big bad Will? You out there cooking and cleaning? What are you
First
doing?
of all, I slay the pipe, right? That's number one. All day long. That's why we've been together.
bullshit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ain't no bullshit. Dino been, he don't watch me.
Yo,
he don't
what?
watch
Yo,
you.
he
What
don't
the
watch.
fuck?
He don't was me. That shit was like this. Hey, Tom. Hey, Tom, I
Watching
got
my
look.
man have sex.
I don't know what he talking.
Nigga, you
y'all
know,
some freaky
we was
shit.
at what's her name crib. Remember that shit?
Y'all in prison together?
No,
What's
no,
going on?
listen.
So he watches you
I
have
was
sex.
busting some shit down.
And he
This
taking
when I
notes.
was single, right? I was busting some shit down, and I looked to my left. I could see all these. You know how when you look under the door, you got shadows with the light on.
Where this was at?
You know what I'm talking
How many
about.
times you don't watch people?
Cuz see me get down. That's all I could say.
Listen, let me. You ain't answered the question. You diverted it. What do you do
I'ma
with
spin
your
on it.
responsibilities in the house? Are you cooking and cleaning?
No,
So why are you even putting up this fight?
I ain't putting up no fight. All I said was.
All I said was I'm not cooking and cleaning. You're not even doing that with the girl you've been
No,
with for
I'm
13
just saying,
years.
if you want to meet a girl and you never fucked her before, you're gonna do everything in your power.
So
with it.
exactly what I just said. Y'all the type to do it in the beginning and not do it after you're comfortable with her.
I do
Did
it
I
throughout
not
my
just
whole
say that?
relationship 'cause
No,
I
that's
Did I
different.
not? No, you ain't. A week don't count. No, you're not
Everybody
just
that
say
I
that.
know,
I clean.
that's just how I
I
know.
clean. Like I'm not a dirty dude.
Ain't nobody say you were dirty, but you know the reality is your girl does all the cleaning in the house and the cooking.
Listen,
You do it in the
that's a
beginning.
lie. See now, in my house, I cook and clean
You're a lying
for my
motherfucker.
kids. That's a super fact. I
You
cook
ain't
and
no.
clean
You
for
ain't
my
look at
kids.
your front of you. Look how dirty it is in front of you.
That's how I am a messy boy, but I will clean though after I'm done.
No,
You
yeah.
mean?
No, that's the
Messy
Puerto
boy.
Rican in them.
But I will
Puerto
clean
Rican
after I'm
in
done.
them.
But I cook and clean for my kids. Now,
So you saying you doing all the cooking and cleaning in your house?
no, I don't do all the cooking. And
So you
cleaning.
all know. All right, let me paint the picture. You at home with your wife.
right.
You pay all the bills, right?
I don't pay all the bills. Well, yeah, I pay all the bills.
What?
Probably not two bills. I would say this, right?
Can we
I
go
pay the rent. I pay
Listen.
two utilities.
I want to talk about some real shit.
No, what I'm asking you is this: you pay all the bills.
all the goofy.
You
I
do
don't
no.
even
This
talk
is
about
real
real
shit. This is real shit. You pay all the bills. You do all that, and you cooking and cleaning.
Cooking and cleaning too.
So who the man in that
paying all the
relationship?
rent,
Bro,
I'm paying
don't
bills.
be getting mad at
Listen,
people who
I'm
don't know
paying
how to
all
cook
the
and don't
rent.
know how to clean.
Bro, I'm cooking and cleaning,
Listen,
paying all the rent, all the
it's
bills,
called
taking care of the
partnerships at the end of
kids.
the day.
I agree. It's called partnerships.
It's
All
partnership.
relationships, the
Can't
girl don't
judge
do everything
everybody,
like
bro.
how
We
you
got our
think,
own-
bro.
Things different.
That's not the
Yeah,
same
I
as
know.
a
I
relationship.
know. I do shit like a man. Y'all
work
do shit like
because
a
it's a
woman.
relationship.
That's
It's
what I'm
two
saying,
people.
bro.
Yeah, that's how I
Like
know.
in some relationships, the girl do more than the man, but in some relationships, the man do more than the girl.
And it worked. Whatever works for you.
And it don't
I'm
be
gonna
like
take
that
a quote
all the
out my
time.
cousins who I don't speak no more, right? I don't speak to this nigga no more, and I love him to death. Both was born in 87. I love him. You know what he told me on the last day I seen him? He said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Man, that's that shit been around since the '60s. He can't
Yeah,
claim
right.
that.
He ain't make it up. That's from the 60s. But it's some real shit, though. That fact that it was said in the 60s and is
So then why'd you stop cooking and cleaning if it ain't broke?
the fuck you talking
You
about?
say you started doing it, you don't do it no more. Why?
No, I never said I never stopped doing it. It's a partnership, bro. You clean, whatever needs to be done, you do it. There's no fucking.
It's a
This ain't
partnership,
back in
bro.
the day. We don't live in the
Right?
cave,
Sir,
nigga.
just because you don't do everything and you let your wife do everything, that don't mean we like that, bro.
Yeah.
We holding it down. We holding our side down.
My crib is clean,
You
nigga.
mean? Like,
All right,
If
all
my
right.
girl, because
Girls do
listen, my
everything.
girl got a job and she in sell just like
and
Dave.
think about this, bro. You
So-
shouldn't let your girl do everything, because I'm gonna tell you why, bro.
Tell me why.
The girl already gotta deal with the kids. When you gotta deal with the kids, it's hard, bro. I got 4 kids. Like, I can't let.
You like Kevin Hart and them. Best stay out that toilet.
I mean, you can't let the girl just deal with everything or deal with the cleaning the house, cooking all the food, waking up, taking the kids to school.
If I was, if
You
I
gotta
had-
'cause it's
jump
not
in and do
traditional
some of that.
no
Even
more.
if you pay, like I pay all the rent, I pay most of the bills. She helped with the bills, but I ain't gonna hold you. She helped with more of the kids, but I also help with the kids too. But it's like I can't just leave everything on her.
Because you saying
'Cause
what
I'm
you
paying
saying
all the
is
bills, like,
what
nah.
you saying is not traditional no more.
It
The
ain't
women have
traditional no
equal
more,
rights,
bro.
so they got to come up with their little at least 40%, right?
Right. It's more
It's
things
not
happening in
traditional
life
no
now
more.
than
I
back in
ain't
the
saying
day.
He's speaking on some traditional
No, I'm
shit.
not.
Like
No.
you saying that you
No, I'm
that you
not.
doing 100% of the work.
That's not
she
true.
Gotta
I'ma tell you
rub
what
your
I do.
feet.
Yeah,
Your
man,
girl
you
rub
off
your
shit.
feet. She wash you up in the tub.
King Surge.
Type of
Hey,
shit.
sir,
Call it
this
King
what I say,
Surge.
She
right?
rub your back.
Fuck
look,
all that. I'm gonna
real
tell y'all
quick.
what my setup is, and y'all
What's
gonna be
this?
some a surprise.
I'm gonna tell you mine, then go ahead. No, go ahead. You
No, tell
mine.
me.
And I
You
want to know
just-
yours first.
Yeah, I
You
want
done came at me
Keep
and
it
told
real
me
with all
you
y'all.
our
See,
setup.
I ain't never been no big shot Willie. We 50-50 on everything.
All right.
Okay, so what the fuck are you talking about?
But she do most of cooking and cleaning because
But there ain't nothing wrong with that.
and nobody said it was.
'Cause your
That's what
partner-
I've been saying. Nothing
because
wrong
your
with it. You've been
partner's-
telling me I need to be doing more cooking and
I
cleaning.
never said that.
Listen,
You
just
said that
because
I'm
y'all
a
do
sucker
50
because I'm like Dino.
bills,
All
you
three
still
of
gotta
you
put
suckers.
into the
He's-
cooking. You should
Listen.
cook. You should kick more too.
I'm gonna tell
bro.
you guys this right now. I do 50% of the bills, and I do whatever little extra I got to do.
I'll start
No,
smoking.
you need to cook more and all
No,
that. Yeah.
no. I mean, well, apparently your girl
How
makes
long
you
we
do
doing
it.
this?
My girl don't
I-
make me do
I
it.
want to do it.
Yeah, okay, well, keep doing it.
like
I don't need to
right
keep
thing
doing
to
it. That's what I'm explaining to y'all. Y'all can say whatever the fuck y'all want. You want to please your women and be all great and just do whatever you want to do. Y'all do that. My girl love me and I love her. We play 50-50 on everything we do. The only reason why I do that is for different reasons, not because what you think. You know, I do
So
that
you
for...
don't rub her feet.
Yeah, I do it. Yeah, no. We're very emotional. We're very touched. I love her to death. I'll do whatever I need to do.
Affection
for her.
is
We're
on the
very
beam.
affectionate.
Yeah.
I'll do whatever I need to do. If she's tired of something, I'll control it. I'll do it. If she can't
good.
handle something, I'll take it over. I just, if I got to get a cleaner to do for the week, I got to get a cleaner for the week.
Okay, so what is your
The point I'm making is, man, y'all some suckers. Shut up. Go cook and clean. All I'm saying is this.
You just said everything we just said.
No, I did not.
I rub my chick feet too.
I don't
That's
rub my
different.
chick feet. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't rub my chick feet.
Cause them Jones look like
I ain't
Flintstones.
gonna
That's
hold you.
why.
My chick feet, her feet, they pretty as hell. Like,
Then why
I
you
look
don't
at
rub
other
feet?
girls' feet. Cause, bro, like, sometimes once in a while,
Just not a feet man. That's all.
not a feet man. I mean,
It's all good.
I don't eat butt. I don't suck toes. You mean?
You look like you eat butt.
I never
You got
ate
the
butt.
face of I ate butt yesterday.
You look
You
like
like,
You got that.
I know you like eating butt just because you talking about it.
Nah, Dino do.
I feel like we gotta speak about some real shit.
What's
I feel
some
like
real
we
shit?
goofing
Talk
on-
to
I
us.
feel like we goofing.
So what do you
on-
want to speak about? Let's talk about it.
Like we could talk about some real shit, like hood shit. You know what I mean? We a whole bunch
Tired
of
of the
men
hood
talking.
stuff. You guys
about-
are out the hood,
What you
man. It's
mean?
over
Out
for
the
that.
hood, man.
What
Let's
you
talk
mean?
about.
We could
let's
talk about
this,
some
right?
money. We could talk about some hood. We already talked about bitches. We already goofed off about what else is left on the table.
We ain't talking enough about the females. We talking about, man.
There ain't no female here to defend themselves. So I feel that we need to shut up about
No, we need
that.
to talk about them. Cause listen, right? They talk about us all day when we not around.
That's what I be saying.
I mean, and we need to talk about.
Well,
the way
when
that
they
got
was
down.
here-
Listen,
when
I'ma
they
say
was
this,
here-
right? What's the biggest problem that women have?
Nothing.
In every
Nothing.
one thing, they don't take accountability.
Oh, that's 100%.
Now that's
Wait,
100%.
wait,
Now,
this shit cool.
now they don't take accountability.
That's right.
Now, if you catch them in the act and you prove it to them and show them, they say, "But." Is an excuse why that happened. But
That's-
it's
and
there's
that's a
no
brick
excuse.
wall.
You just
That
made
but
it.
is
You
a
just
brick
did
wall.
it.
You come up with another motherfucking
Like
reason
that's
or
the
something.
biggest problem I think with women is that they don't take accountability. Like I ain't gonna say all women, but majority of women don't take accountability. Like, and if they know they wrong, they'll try to laugh it off or try to like. Say,
They gonna do what Shorty was sitting in my seat was doing the last episode. What was her name?
they don't
What's
take
that? What they gonna
accountability.
do?
What was she? What's her name? Oh, DJ Envy.
But she was cool though. I like.
She
her.
was cool, but
She
what
was
she
cute,
was
too. I
saying,
think
she was
she was
defending
cute. I ain't gonna
herself.
lie.
What she was saying, I'm working on it. I'm
She's
working on it. I'm working on it.
Working on us.
Listen, I could say hers that she from outside looking in as a viewer to this podcast, to this great podcast that I like, to DJ Envy. She had a lot of good perspectives, but at the same time, like if she want a high value man, and we ain't talking about no street nigga, we talking about high value man, she need to switch up all that shit with the male friends. Cause the male friends, that's a And any level man,
Right.
ain't no man in any level, bum nigga, medium level nigga, high value nigga, man ain't gonna deal with that shit.
Absolutely. I
All right,
always
so
said
tell me
that.
this, right? Because this is another thing that.
How
women
would
say
you
a
feel?
lot.
How would you feel if your wife had a whole bunch of male friends? That shit ain't happening. Two
Now,
guns coming back
I'll
out the
tell you
host.
this, right? If my wife had a whole bunch of male friends,
You wouldn't have married her.
I wouldn't have married her. And right now, if I was with her and she had all these male friends, like a bunch of male friends, then we wouldn't be together. Like we would, I would let her know.
But
Like,
why though? But why?
What do you say about the dudes that say you're just
DJ,
insecure?
go ahead.
I
You're
wouldn't say this,
insecure.
right? I wouldn't say I'm insecure. Like she could be cool with people. Like say if she know a guy and she just cool with him. Like she see him out somewhere, she say, "Oh, what's up with you?" Like that's cool. Like I ain't tripping.
Or a co-worker or something. You know what I mean?
Right, like something like that. But now if she got a friend that she hang with, like that she go out to get drinks with, and that's her friend,
Suspect,
like,
straight
that's a little
suspect.
suspect.
Like a high value man never would
I wouldn't deal with
engage
that.
in a woman like that, especially when you admit it. If you admit it straight from the gun bust, I respect you for admitting it straight from the door. But at the same time, I'm going to keep you as recreational use only. What does that mean? Us as men, we have a Rolodex. We have women for, let's keep it a bean. We gonna go rated all here. We got women for dick sucks. We got women for quickies. We got women for this, that, and the third. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. And then we got women that we like that could be potentially a wife.
Right.
Those women do not have a lot of guy friends. Those women are educated. Those women are going to be somebody in life and are very submissive. Right or wrong, they very feminine.
No.
Am I lying? Right? I'm lying. Like listen.
Are not submissive.
Real shit. Like listen. Those stages that I just mentioned, I'm outside looking in, and I'm a little judgmental right now for envy, right? But she is in like the 3-4 category list. If I was to try to poach her and I heard what she said, she's like in the 3-4 category. She is not a person that I would try to pursue. Not to mention she's a pretty person, pretty woman and everything, very attractive. But everything that she said, no disrespect to her, she in the first 3 lists. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna be your friend. I'm trying to fuck. You recreational use only.
Look, right? You
can't say that.
You can't
what you
say
mean,
that, bro?
You got low standards.
I don't got low standards.
Yes, you do. If you got high standards, bro, if you a high value man.
No, listen, right?
Listen, because you ain't a man
just like
yet.
you. And you and me.
What you
mean?
mean?
About this, right?
Don't put me in on this shit.
Now, some girls you just can't wife, right?
Bro, you can't wife bitches, but you got standards. That's how you get to decipher these women.
I'm 33 years old, right? I've been through life, bro. Listen, right? Now, I know women that was like 19, 20, 22, 23. They was on some whole shit.
Right, so how you disagreeing with me? I just said the same shit.
They done changed their life, bro. They really not like that.
No.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
That's what happened to you?
No,
bro.
That's not what happened to me.
Captain Saber.
That's cool that you ain't like that no more, but you gonna be like that with them.
I'm telling you, bro. No, listen.
Cool,
I'm telling you.
I still fuck with you, but
I'm telling you, like, girls.
But did I say something wrong, though?
That done changed.
Like, did I say some bullshit? If I'm saying some bullshit, y'all correct me. Cause I feel like you said some bullshit, and that's why everybody was commenting on your shit.
Listen, y'all. Now, just because y'all don't agree with me, don't mean I'm not right.
I was just saying,
bro.
What's your point? I'm trying to so I can disagree with you. What's your point?
I'm saying that he not right about saying that once. Basically, the girl that girl that was in the interview, she ain't wifey material. No.
She's not wifey material.
Not wifey material because of my high
she has
value.
to have a lot of friends around, a lot of guy friends all the time. Like her.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You cut me off before you could understand because you was rolling.
So you okay with your wife having close
if you
guy
start
friends?
talking to her and she stopped doing that.
Right, that's a different story. She done changed, right? So
that's what I'm saying.
But listen.
Really though, has it really changed?
Listen. She changed. She gotta work hard because you gotta understand. As men, we gain value as we age.
True.
And as women, they lose value as they age, right? So we human, but we opposites. It's called yin and yang, nigga. You need to understand the effects.
That's true though.
You feel what I'm saying? Am I wrong or am I right?
That's true.
And then you break down.
Girls don't really realize it till they hit 30, 40.
Right, and next thing you know, they change. They different people.
Baby daddies and they sad about
I ain't
it.
with the bullshit no more. I don't suck every nigga dick at the club.
You mean,
come on, man. Dave ain't get to that level yet of understanding, man. No, you not. You've been married since you was 22.
I've been single too, bro. Listen, no, I've been single too. I've been single too. Listen, man. I get more.
Am I lying, though, Serge?
I get more. They do be.
Listen, I get more hoes
if the
than all
girls are ugly that you get, it don't count.
It ain't about the girls that I get. Goodness. I don't just get girls.
They are ugly.
I gotta bring the evidence on this because I feel like I'm alone over here, man.
What are you alone on? Talk to me.
Cause what I just said to this dude.
I'm telling you, bro. Girls change over time.
Bro, we are different, bro. You devaluing yourself when you say some shit like that.
Myself, bro.
Bro, as we get older, we
girl the way
become
she is. I ain't saying like,
okay,
she a hoe.
So listen. Let me ask you this.
She a hoe. But
let me ask you this.
Now, if she done had her little whole time, now she changed her life,
bro. You still on some hood shit.
Listen, I ain't on no hood shit. This is real life shit. Like,
he's just speaking like a man doesn't get that many girls.
No, listen, dog.
I can understand how you feel.
I had more girls than you in my life. life, bro. I done dealt with women in my
If
life.
it's a female, you really, I think that'll work. If it's a female, you really feeling and you
So
think
you don't
she
feel what I
got good
just said,
potential.
though, bro?
I feel a part of it.
Hold on,
don't
time
feel-
out. One at a time. One at a time.
You don't feel what I
part
just
of
what are you
said? I
saying?
said men gain value as we age.
100%. I feel
And
it.
women lose value.
I
as
know
we
that
age.
100%.
So you don't. Nobody feels me on that.
100%. I feel
Or
you.
you
on
don't
that.
understand.
I get it.
Cause you looking at me like
Well, 'cause
Chinese.
the
boys.
reality is, let's be honest, right? Where were you at 10 years ago in life? Where everybody,
Yeah.
Right.
as men,
Listen.
but girls were already at 10 years ago. Everybody
now,
wanted
that,
this.
that
Still
right
look
there. Now, one thing I say, I'm a man and I be on man's side, but you can't be double standard. Like just like
That,
saying,
what
like,
you mean?
double
Most
standard.
of the
Change.
women is double. Yo, I
Man, it
swear
can
to God,
change.
you got-
Man, it
your
can
tampon
change.
on
Women can change
Whoa,
too.
bro,
What are
bro.
you talking about?
I'm keeping it a
Cuz
bean.
on some bullshit.
All right,
man.
let's just break it down.
Listen,
hold on. Let's slow it down for Dave.
Serge,
Keeping
I'm
it a
gonna give you
bean.
another example.
Ooh, hey,
A guy,
Serge.
listen,
Hey,
listen,
Serge.
You disappointing me
Come on,
today.
man. We got toast to
I got
that.
to toast to something, man. This
Come
nigga,
on,
this
man.
nigga, boy.
Dave
I,
wants some.
I see why you got knocked out.
Come on, man.
Yeah, man.
You was talking shit at the fight.
Listen, I got head. I ain't getting
He
knocked
was
out. I
talking
got
shit at
dropped.
the
Like,
way
don't
you
worry
ain't-
about it, bro. Your
No,
girl good. She
I ain't
good
getting
for you.
knocked
Just
out. I got
be-
dropped.
You did get
No,
knocked
if a girl hoe and she cheat on you, then you supposed to get
What
rid of
Dave,
her.
what Tone is saying
I
is
see what Tone is saying. I'm saying-
no, you don't see what Tone
I
is
do
saying.
not
see
trying
what
to
you're
hear
saying.
what I'm
The thing
saying,
is,
bro.
though,
I'm gonna give
right?
you an example. Hold up, cause y'all cut me off.
Y'all be cutting me to. Come on, come
You
on.
mean?
He gonna give you a
They
shot.
cut
All right,
people
one at a-
off,
hey,
cutting
hey,
them off back. They
Hey,
cut
Dave,
me off,
Dave,
I'm cutting them off
one
back.
at a time. One at a
Listen,
time.
listen. I'm gonna talk this shit while I pour this OJ.
That Puerto Rican ass mug, you 50?
That's all. Take a shot. man.
Boricua, nigga, 100%.
I know, but
I'm
why
not
gotta be a
Argentinian
mug,
like
man?
you.
Drink a red cup like the rest of
No.
us. You ain't 89 yet.
Nah, I ain't Argentinian.
I am 100%.
Latino
Well,
forever,
50%.
They just won the World Cup.
Yeah, that's right.
That's
Lionel
right.
Messi,
Messi.
Argentina.
Forever.
But say your point. Let's get your point out.
The
Yeah.
whole
point,
point is, right? I said what I said, but I'm gonna give you an example. Right? Let's say there's a woman and a man, right? The man got a yacht. Right? How does the woman get on the yacht?
Are looking good.
Looking good, right? Let's say it was vice versa. A woman on the yacht. That same man trying to get on the yacht. Do you think that woman will let that man on the yacht
No.
looking like Dave?
No,
Looking
absolutely.
like me,
4
I'm
foot.
getting on there.
4
I'm
foot
just saying.
dark
I'm just
leprechaun.
saying. Just a regular nigga.
No,
Regular
men got a
nigga.
body out.
I'm
Women
not
just
a
gotta look
regular
good to
nigga.
get on the
That's the
yacht.
thing. I'm not
That's
a
it.
The whole
regular
point
nigga.
of what I'm saying, women
I'm
have
on
a
some
free
shit.
ride
Hey.
based upon looks and stature.
And looks age out.
Listen, though,
Right.
Great Tone, we
So
done
that's
lived
what I'm
different.
saying. In the beginning, the woman is very highly valued. Why you think every man want a virgin? Right? Because
don't want a
the body
virgin.
count is so
Why you think any man want a young girl? Period.
period.
want a
18 and older. Why
By
you
young
think?
girl, we mean adults, though. By young
Yes,
adults.
adults.
Yeah.
18 and older, that's a certified adult in the United States.
Because they're at their prettiest, they're at their best, they're at their
And they're at their purest. That's the whole point. Fuck
purest
all that
part
other
sound a
shit.
little
They could be
weird.
butt ugly. If they pure, there's men that will pay this shit. 70 months.
Where we going with this? Hold on.
Man, listen.
Time out. I don't know if I'm with
The
you on that.
producer- the
Time
producer
to
will
fuck
pay.
out. I don't
Producer
know about,
would pay. That's why he
Where you
pointed
going
at.
with this? No.
I meant the editor.
No. Just about to let's pause. Let's rewind this for a second. Because they're at their youngest, they're usually at their best prime.
You know what
Nah,
I mean,
you
man.
sound
It's a
off.
whole bunch of fucking scam and shit over here.
I'll put you on Amber Alert. We talking about fucking. You said the purest. You're taking it too far now. Listen,
No, I'm just making
I
a
get the
point.
point you're making though. The younger a woman is, the higher their value is. That's just how it
Right.
is.
Like, that's true.
That's all I'm
Because
saying.
we don't marry
That's
women
true.
for money.
That's
We don't
true.
marry women
If you
for
had a
status.
chance to meet your wife, right? If you had a wife, same exact person, right?
Right.
That looked the same, that had a body or a kid, and then another one that ain't had no kids, which one would you take? That looked just like your
Hold on.
wife?
Oh, let me just
Hold
say
on.
something.
So you
Speaking of
saying-
that, I'm gonna tell you why I know you're right. Let me just say from my personal experience, when I met my son's mom, this is a real life situation.
Was she a virgin?
No, hell no. Hell no. Let me mention, but this is real. What you just said. When I met my son's
no, we
first
all
mom,
different, man.
hold on,
Everybody
real
think
quick.
different.
Me and my cousin,
Yeah, I know.
we met
Some
her and her
niggas- That's
friend.
how you know we don't get no pussy.
We
When
met-
You start talking about we different. Go
know,
ahead, Serge.
We met my son's mom, her and her friend.
What you mean we?
In the club. Me and my cousin, right?
Okay.
He initially was supposed to get up with the one with a kid.
Okay.
And so I was supposed to be his sidekick.
Yeah, he
She
was cool
brought
with
her
that.
the one without a kid. He asked me before we walked in the house, can you switch up? I want the other one. I said, I said, no, that girl has a kid. I don't want to be with someone with a kid. I'm good.
Cause that's your standard.
And he was
bro.
like, no, just do it. I said, okay, whatever. I'm going to go with it. But as soon as I got in that house, I went with the one without a kid. That's real. I know what you're talking about. That literally happened to me. When I was young and I had a chance to pick between somebody without a kid and with a kid, I definitely chose the one with a kid. And I remember that to this day. I was young and I still remember that to this day because I didn't want to put up with any of that.
But you didn't have no kids at the time?
No.
What I'm trying to say is,
And I did.
what Sir just said is
the
that
right thing.
men, we look for purity. You know what I mean, like if it's a woman's a pure, we will go with that woman based upon their less bodies. You know what I mean, the less bodies they have, I will
Just the way they carry themselves.
carry themselves. You know what I'm saying? That's just a plus. You feel what I'm saying? Like you gonna take a woman who got 1,000 bodies over a woman who has never had no bodies? You could create a family with that woman.
The thing is this though. With
You gonna pick
can
the
I say
woman with
my
1,000 bodies?
They say his piece. What's your piece, Dave?
Because listen, I don't.
what you mean.
Listen,
Hold on, it's his time to talk.
Oh, my
Go,
goodness.
Dave, let's hear
I
it.
understand what you mean.
Say your
right?
part. Let's hear what you gotta
he
say.
said it's biological.
Now,
He ain't biological.
I understand
He ain't
what you
related to me.
mean with the girls being a purity, like she haven't had sex with, multiple people. Then this girl, she probably a virgin or whatever like that. But it's like, I just look at it like this. Like if I was dealing with a girl, we 30, bro. Like girls done had sex like multiple times. Like you
Yeah,
feel
that's
me? Like, she
30s.
done
We
had
speaking to the
multiple bodies.
young boys though.
But it don't. We talking about everybody. Like you feel me? Young boys.
We speaking
people
to the
our
young
age,
boys. You
like,
talking about
even
30.
if you a young boy, like you feel me? Even if you 24, 25, and you dealing with a girl and she had got a couple bodies when she was 22, she might like girls get raised by their mom. They get not able to do things. They're not able to go out. Then now they acting crazy. Then they learn their lesson. Then they change their life. I done seen multiple women change their life. Like our family, we done seen our family change their life. Like, you mean?
They gotta go through their little whole phase.
Sometimes they go through a whole phase. Sometimes they don't.
Y'all talking about
I
the
would wife a
same
girl that
bullshit.
went through a whole phase, bro.
Listen,
if
he
a girl
keep
went through a
talking
whole
ab-
phase when she was
Bro.
younger and she 30,
This is what I'm
33
talking
now, she on
about.
some shit now and she ain't like that,
Bro.
I would wife her, bro.
We all
Bro.
probably wiped them already.
Bro,
You mean?
you speaking
I would.
in general. You can't speak about family. Once you
Talking
bring
about
family
anybody,
in it,
any girl, a regular
Listen.
girl that's not my family.
listen,
she was a hoe
I got
before,
a daughter, right?
and then she wasn't a hoe when we ordered, like, and she changed her life and she just.
So you gonna say the
mentally there,
same
we
shit to your
connected and
kid?
vibing.
You gonna say the same shit to your kid?
Yeah.
Both your daughters, your beautiful ass daughters that you
Be a
have.
hoe. Now, that's my daughter. They
All right,
different,
y'all,
man.
it's different
Oh my
now.
God, you just fucked your whole point up.
That's a
You
different.
on some bullshit.
Now
man.
I'm
Now,
saying
what
this.
happened?
It's not. Now he's
Nah.
right. Like I said, he's
Nah, I'm
right.
not
I don't
gonna-
want
I'm not
them
gonna
to
sit
go
here.
through that. I don't want them like my daughters to go through a whole phase. I wouldn't want
But-
a girl that I'm meeting to go through a whole phase. You feel
No,
me?
that's wrong, bro.
But I'm
Because
saying-
Saying is you don't think that changes who they are.
bro,
Right.
you ain't got
or,
no
like, that don't change the
standards.
fact that you can't wife them
Cause I don't got no standards.
later on
So, but if you had
because they
options-
change their life, bro. They not the same.
So you say
still
doesn't?
a pup,
Let me
man.
ask you this.
I'm not a
though.
pup. I'm a
You still
grown
a
man.
pup.
Let me ask
Listen,
you
you
this.
think that's
Hey,
because how
Dave.
you thinking?
Yeah,
I'm
let
not
me
a
ask
pup
you
at
this.
all.
I don't care about the history.
Okay, Dave. Let me ask you this, Dave. If you met
Some of the history matter. It just depends.
Some
But
matter,
Dave, let me
but I
ask you a
feel
question.
You
then.
feel what I'm saying, though?
Dave, let me ask you a question.
That's cause y'all ain't level up.
Hold
yet.
on, let me ask you
They
a
ain't
question.
level
I
up
leveled
yet.
up,
Y'all
bro.
Let's
ain't
say
level
tomorrow.
up.
Hold on, you meet a
talking
35-year-old.
wild.
Hold on. Time out. Time out.
He talking
Time
bullshit.
out. Let me
He
see.
ain't
No,
level
I'm
up.
gonna ask
He
him
ain't
right
not-
now.
He not on my
We're
level.
We're gonna
after he
find
said
out
that.
right now. Hey, Dave.
meant to
Tomorrow.
Not on my level,
You
dog.
leave here. You meet a
look,
girl. Two beautiful women. One was 35, been through a lot of things.
Not on my
multiple
level.
kids. One 25.
How many kids?
Just
It don't
call
matter.
Just call it one.
15.
Let's say
kid.
one kid, 35 years old, pretty. Let's
One
say you
kid.
meet another girl, 25 years old, pretty, no kids. Who you
Dave
dealing
still
with?
biting it. Don't matter.
Who you dealing with? If they say pick one, who you dealing with?
Mad about who? Mad about
Who
the
you
time.
dealing with?
Mad about what's the how
You got a 35-year-old with a kid that's pretty, same exact as the 25-year-old that's pretty with no kids. Who you dealing with?
Okay.
I told you, bro. I'm gonna tell you the
Whoever sucked the best dick.
No, that too. That count too. But also our connection, like how we
Cause they
vibe.
love his
If
dick,
the girl with the
man.
kid
That
making
nigga,
time
man.
for me,
That nigga always
I
worried
said
I'ma
about
make
everything's
time
the
for
same.
it.
Who are you picking?
what you mean everything the
Everything the
same?
same. Though. We like them the same.
They
Who you
ready-
I
picking?
like them the
Listen,
same.
he ready to
Who are
risk
you
it
giving?
all.
Give me the same
They
amount of
give you an
time.
ultimatum. Pick one of us.
And
They
one
like
got
it
Oh,
the same.
so
One
both
got
of them bad. They both
You like
giving
them
top
both the same.
crazy.
The
One got
connection is the
6
same.
kids.
The connection
One
the same. They
One
both
got
give
one
me the
kid.
same time.
One don't. Yes.
They both not being saying like, oh, I'm here.
What if
with
one
my
You beating
thorough-
around the bush
alright.
like a.
What if
All that
one
matter.
thorough than the other ones? What if one more cooler than the other one?
That's what
We
I'm
all
saying.
we all getting all off for topic.
Because
Right?
No, we on
The
the
first
ain't
argument was what?
I'm keeping it a bean. Y'all
He
just
said he
don't
didn't agree with
That's
me,
why.
right?
That's
And
what
then
it
when we
is.
brought kids
You know what I mean?
involved,
That's what it is.
he disagreed.
Dave don't know what he like.
Listen,
I'm
listen.
gonna tell you what
like.
Dave like. Anything that walks with a vagina.
No, I don't
That's
like.
what the fuck
That's the
he
thing.
like.
I
got
don't
no
like
picks.
anything that walk with a vagina. I don't
Yes,
be
you
here.
do.
No, I don't, nigga.
No, he don't. He
bro.
don't like
I
white
don't,
girls.
bro.
You definitely do.
I'm not
don't like
4'8".
white girls.
He said
I'm
he
not
was just with
4'8".
white
He
girls.
said he loves white girls.
Listen, bro.
Listen,
I
listen,
like white
listen.
girls.
He
They
just
cute.
said-
They
Oh,
look
oh,
good to me. I like
This
white
is what
girls.
I'm trying to say, sir.
He love anything with a vagina.
I don't love anything with vagina. I love
Hit
girls
me
that
out,
look
sir.
beautiful.
Hit
I
me
love
out.
beautiful women.
Hear me out, Dave.
You feel me?
Soon as I said, would you say that shit to
Dave annoying.
right?
Sean,
Soon as I said,
mix up my words. I gotta let him know.
right? Soon as I said, would you tell that to your daughter? He said he cheesed up.
Yeah.
And said no, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you got a daughter now, right? You got daughters. We all got daughters here.
They don't
We
know
keep
his
talking all
goddamn
this
daughter.
hot shit. That's the fuck he do.
No, he don't.
Oh, boys, man.
I got
shit.
a daughter. I got 2 daughters. Now, when I say,
All right, man.
so
Listen,
you
don't cut
understand.
me off.
Hold on, let Tom get his point out.
Get my point off. Nigga, don't
Reiterate
fuck
it.
cut me
Go.
off.
Restart it.
Y'all cut me off on his daughter shit.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
How the fuck can y'all sit here and say all this shit and then renege on that shit when it come to your daughter?
No, I know you're all him.
I was about to get to that.
He's the only one that backtracked on his way.
You
Now-
cannot make an excuse
now,
for
that's
that,
what
bro.
I mean,
You
bro. I'm
just
not
said
making
that
an
it's okay.
excuse.
Ho. He said it's
It's not okay.
for a female
See,
to go through a
I-
whole
you
phase.
didn't say
I didn't say it's okay.
Right?
All
Then you
it's
say
okay for
that.
a female
Then
to
you
go.
say that. Right? Hey, Serge.
You did
It's
say that.
okay for you. It's okay for a female to go through a whole
It's
a
not
whole
okay,
stage.
but
But
if
would
you-
you allow your daughter to go through a whole stage?
No.
No.
He said no.
would
So
bring
what makes the difference of you as a man to accept the whole phase? Right? So you telling your son, if
So
you
you
had a
lower your
son,
standards, so
you lower your
don't lower
standards,
my
but for your daughter it's different. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. You need to grow up and
Not
build
lowering
that shit
my
and be a
standards,
man.
Bro. I'm being a man. That's why I'm saying.
Nah.
All right,
You a
listen,
man
right?
because
She
you
went through a
30
little
fucking
whole
5
phase.
years old
She
with
changed
2
her life,
balls
like
and
she
shit.
ain't a hoe no more. She ain't dealing with niggas and all that. Like
All
she
right.
dealing with me. I done
We
changed her
talking
life.
about children.
Children is different.
How is it different, bro?
Cause that's my daughter.
Right.
I don't want her
but-
going
Oh
through
my
the whole phase.
Oh, goodness,
You
bro.
hear what you're saying, bro?
You know what I mean? I don't want her
You're
going through
saying
the
you're
whole
okay
phase.
with a girl
Now,
going
if
through
my
a whole
daughter-
phase.
If my daughter went through a whole phase, I would try to stop her from going through that. But
You
if she
shouldn't.
went
It
through
shouldn't
that, I would
even
say,
have been an option.
listen, right?
It shouldn't have been an option for your daughter,
It's
bro.
not an option. Listen,
Because
we in
you
Philly.
supposed to
We in
be-
the streets
Not
out
an
here. We in
First
the
of all,
world.
you as a father, you is the most influential man that she has in her life. If she looking for niggas like you who got wear ski mask and all that bullshit, you still wearing ski mask?
You see how I am? I'm not a street nigga.
All right. What
I'm a real
that's
man.
what I'm
a
saying.
family man. I take care of my kids. I'm not in
Bro,
the street.
I sound like I'm
from
crazy.
the hood.
Yeah, I feel like I'm on some bullshit.
No, you're right.
Talking some shit, my bro.
You talking some shit. You on point on
Dito's
some
gonna agree
things,
with anybody
but
sit
some
next to him.
things,
Listen to him.
some things I just don't agree with you on. Like some
Anybody
things I
that sit
agree
next
with
to
you
him,
on.
he's agreeing with. He just showed me that at the
Don't
last
dis-
week.
don't
That
discredit
bullshit
me,
he was on last week.
He's not talking some shit.
No, it doesn't matter. The point is, you're gonna
You
agree
talking
with.
some shit,
I
too.
agree with a lot of the shit Tom
No,
talking about. I'm just
I agree
saying,
with some of this
you
shit
on
you're
some
saying, real
bullshit.
shit.
All right,
But you
everything-
disagreeing with me
with
though,
some,
Dave.
now, if I disagree
Like
with one
this
thing,
is crazy because
now, bro,
me and him
you,
is
you said
me and him is family, right?
we family.
We've been around each other since he talking about 11, 12 years old. I go back to when I was 8.
Nah, he said for you,
Yeah,
3
yeah.
or 4.
I was like-
that.
No, he said
For me,
13.
11, 13, not for me.
He was
Like I got a picture I sent him when Gort passed away. I sent him a picture with me, him, Gort, and Lelo.
Yeah,
So what's the point you make?
from the water ice thing.
And when-
So what's the point you got to do with him and his girl choice? Let him deal with the girl who got banged by
I've
100
been trying to
dudes.
make him a point, and y'all keep cutting me out.
No, but I'm saying that if he wants to be with the girl that been with 400 guys, let him do
I
that.
don't want to. I don't want that for him.
Yeah, you
That's
gotta
what he
find
wants.
it,
It's
bro.
not
I
about
don't
what
want
you.
that
Oh
for
my
me.
god, I gotta go to the bathroom.
You say you okay.
I don't want
with it.
that for me. I'm not okay with it.
I gotta go.
But I'm saying, if you meet a girl, say if you meet a girl when she 30, and she already went through her whole phase, and now you met her, you ain't know she was a hoe. She was in a whole different neighborhood.
All right.
Now you linking with her, you meet with her, you see that she not a hoe. She really on her womanly shit. Like, you feel me?
I'll fuck with.
But you gonna say, oh no,
like that?
You know what? Now I got some proof that you used to be a hoe back and you was a young boy. I can't fuck with you. Like,
Here's why I don't really like girls.
You not a man. Like, why? Cause
I'm gonna just say
you
why
been a
I
hoe
don't
all
like,
your life.
No,
Is she one of them females that been ran throughout the whole neighborhood?
Now, if she was partied and all that, then that's third. Like, no, she off limits. Like, if she got partied and all that, then no. You gonna know.
All you know is she was somebody that had high sexual relationships, and you didn't know how they were. You just know that, and you're okay with it.
No,
how you limit that by being at it?
If she was getting partied and all that,
females,
yeah,
bro.
you gotta get to know. Yeah, she was partied and all that, bro. Now, if you getting partied, that's a whole different type of hoe. Like, that ain't even a hoe. You a whore now. You
I
just
see
a
a lot
whore.
of guys to this day that I know
the
for a
same time.
fact. I see a lot of guys I know with this day that I know for a fact have kids with girls that I know been with 4 or 5 dudes at a time.
At the same time.
At this day, to this day.
See, now, that type of girl, you can't wife her, no matter what.
I'm just saying, I know that for a fact. And the point I'm making is,
I'm saying that.
The reason why body count is so, one of the reasons why body count is so important, if someone's promiscuous in that way and sexually,
that way is different.
They have the opportunities to do those kind of things, and they do those kind of things.
Yeah, you shouldn't wife a girl like that.
That's
I don't give a fuck. You can't wife a girl like that. I don't give a fuck if she changed her life. Listen, you did that. You got partied.
Dave, hear what you don't understand.
But if she fucked the nigga here, fucked the nigga there, fucked the nigga there, fucked the nigga there, and now she 30, she like, I ain't on that type of time. I changed my life. Like, I ain't doing
but Dave,
it. Like,
hear where you're fucking up at.
I got a kid maybe, or she don't got a kid, but I'm just not trying to do that. Like, I'm trying to get better in my life, and I'm doing things, getting money, better than myself, and I'm dealing with one person. Like, you gonna not deal with it?
But if somebody's sexually active to the point where they don't care,
if she got parties, that's different.
You're risking that when you're with someone who has a history. You're risking that when you're with somebody who's promiscuous.
You're right.
So you don't know the details. All you know is this person was promiscuous and this person wasn't. You're picking the person that's promiscuous because you're saying you had a connection. That person that was promiscuous is more likely to leave you in a heartbeat because they know they can get another guy in a second.
See, that's the
You're
thing.
dealing with the wrong mentality.
I ain't gonna get a connection with that type of girl. You feel
yes,
me?
you will.
And
what
you dealing
mean?
with a female that's more attracted to attention.
Pretty woman got somebody. And she was a prostitute. It can happen.
No.
You don't know the kind of girls you're with. Let's be honest. If you meet a girl tomorrow on the street, you don't know her past.
That's what I'm saying.
There's guys like me out there that could be like, I remember her. We all had fun with her. You don't know that. So the only way you limit that is by being with a girl who doesn't do those kind of things. By being with a girl who doesn't have a past by that.
That's a lie. She'll do the same thing to you.
Yeah, man, listen, you ain't effect, bro. Women can't survive without men, and men can't survive without women, bro. At this point, I feel like we all made our points. You know what I'm saying?
But at the end of the day, I feel
like everybody here is sucker for love. And no matter what they say, oh, don't cook and clean. Nigga, you married. You got a whole family.
I cook and clean.
Shut up. You a sucker for love. That's been bona fide since you were 13 years old.
Ain't nobody no sucker for love, motherfucker.
You a sucker
I'm tell you
for
that
love,
right now.
man.
No, it ain't.
You want to do nothing for your wife, your girl.
Someone I love, I'll do that for anybody.
You a sucker for love.
I love her, yeah, absolutely.
You a sucker for love.
A sucker for love.
Why you don't cook and clean them, dog?
I don't have to.
You King Serge, man.
No, you just sucker.
He very masculine.
He said,
yeah.
But listen, we gonna change. I feel like we got to change.
I don't think you guys understand. It's
not about
why.
I don't know how y'all do it.
Hold on. Let me just say something.
I'm gonna talk about some real
time out. This is real shit.
I'm happy that working out.
Relationship shit is real shit because it's everyday shit. You go home to a relationship.
No females here to defend themselves.
That's some real shit.
Let me just say something. It's not that I'm king nothing. The reality is the reason why I don't cook and clean and do everything you guys think I should do because my girl loves me enough. No, because my girl loves me enough that she wants to do it. And y'all missing that point.
He's busy.
Y'all missing that point. You guys got to go out your way because you got to make up for whatever you're lacking. I'm just saying. Yeah,
I'm not lacking anything.
You might be. Like I'm just saying I don't have to.
Definitely not.
All I'm saying is I don't have to.
Female like that, that's some real shit.
No, bro. It's just
my
that
girl
he
cooking
busy.
clean for me too.
It's not that I'm busy. I'll be home, and guess what?
I'm saying,
I'm just the reality is she wants to do certain things because she wants to do it. I don't ask her to do anything. She does things because she wants to do it. You guys do things because you feel like you have to. That's on you.
I don't have to.
Well, you do.
I pay most of the bill. I pay all the bills.
Apparently, you clean and cook the most too.
So let me ask you this, Serge.
Look,
when you had your own AP, who was cooking and cleaning?
She cooking cleaning more than me.
Hey, Serge, look, right? In that little situation right there, so your girl, she cook and she
Can't
make
keep
sure
talking about women,
and
man.
she do all that.
We gotta switch this shit up.
And the man, what you call that? You call because she love you and all that. So if a man do that for his female, what would you call that?
Sucker, simp, a piece of shit.
He can't do that.
Damn,
because he
bro.
loves his girl and him
Nah,
That's his wife.
Let me just say
Relieve
something.
some
Whatever
stress
works
off
for
and
you
all
works for
that.
your relationship. Works for the relationship.
So you
But when
don't rub
tell
your
me-
white feet?
No, whatever works for your relationship works. But when you tell me you go to hang out with a
bad
girl
for
and
his
you out
wife.
here cleaning and doing things on
You
some
got ugly feet, bro.
beautiful feet. She wears flip flops all the time.
Because you don't rub them.
You don't rub them, Joe.
I just don't think you
I don't
guys.
rub my girl.
I don't think you guys understand what goes on. Y'all is in a different situation. That's on y'all. Don't blame me for y'all.
Come on, man.
Let me just
Your
say this.
standards is different. You judgmental, bro.
I'm not. I am judgmental. She just told me that the other night. Let me just say this though. If you're in somebody, I look at if you're in somebody's house, you're cool with. But you're not in a relationship where you're cooking and cleaning, you're a fucking sucker. I'm sorry because I feel that way.
That's all right. That's your opinion.
That's my
your
opinion. I'm gonna
But
stand
listen,
on
we
that.
gonna go back.
I'm gonna stand on that.
We gonna go back to
You could be a fucking
cousin.
gentleman. I'm gonna
But
be what
if
I am.
it ain't broke,
And guess
don't
what?
fix it.
Let me just say this.
If it ain't broke, don't fix
Like
it.
if
Let
I
me just
see a
say this.
female
You gotta
picking up the
flex on
trash
him.
and
Yeah.
walking it
He's a
outside,
man.
I'm
He's
gonna
a
take
real
the trash
man.
from
So I
her.
guess you
Well,
ain't
you go
laying
and
out
get
your
him out of here.
jacket
That's not what
for
real
a puddle
men
for
do.
your female.
I love my female. I just told y'all.
He ain't laying the jacket out like LL Cool
I
J
just
and
told
shit.
y'all for my lady who I'm with.
Ladies need
If
love
I ain't
and all
with
that.
you, I ain't
He don't want
doing
to
it.
do all that. He don't want to do
If
that.
I'm not with you, I'm not doing that. If we just dating,
I
and-
know you ain't, because your jacket's $400 a piece.
That's how I know he don't get no cheeks. That's how I know he wasn't getting
No,
You know
no,
the
he was
weird
getting
part
beat.
about all
But
of
listen,
this?
man, we keep talking about
I'm the
females,
guy who
bro.
does
I
the
wanna
most.
talk
I
about
love
some
If it was
real
up to
shit,
me,
man.
a female wouldn't have to do nothing but make sure I'm fed.
Let's talk about some
Yeah.
real shit.
You the
What are
man.
you talking about? You just,
Hey yo,
You know what I mean?
word on
Man.
everything.
I'm not shit.
Female
I mean,
wouldn't have to
serious-
do nothing
listen,
but
man,
make
I
sure
feel
I'm
like
fed
this,
and make sure
We need female
I'm
as men. Like,
satisfied.
you mean?
one at a
Like,
time, brothers.
we need female.
No, for
as
sure.
man, I
That's
would-
that's
I would
that's
make sure-
standard though. That's
mean,
standard things.
If it was up to me,
Where you going, sir?
I think we're at a pivotal point in this show
Oh,
where
we all
we gotta
fucked up.
reel it back. We gotta reel it
we
back.
gotta cut it.
Yeah, we gotta reel it back. You guys all
Take
over
a
the
shot with
place.
me, Lionel.
You know, Tone want to get deep and talk about Fish Street beef, which is fine, and we want to talk about relationships.
You know why?
Yeah,
Because
I want to talk about. I
you
told
went
to talk about
public.
this shit. I told
You went public
I don't want to talk about that. Let's talk about something else. Listen, right?
because he a bitch.
I'm not a bitch. I'm not a bitch. Ain't nothing bitching about
Listen,
me.
sir. Because you know why? This is the reason why. Because you asked Dino about it.
That's his fault.
Dino
He,
did not get the
when has ever
Listen,
Dino ever
I
got
ain't
what your
trying to
point
talk
or what you're
about
trying to
that,
say?
man. Look,
Hey,
Dave,
we
shut
getting
up,
money
man.
now, man. We ain't in the streets no more, man. You know what I mean? We getting money now. We getting to the next level. I'm about to be a millionaire in 5
My
years.
God.
You know what I mean?
This nigga sound
I'm not in the
like
streets no more. You know what I mean?
Meanwhile, you whispering, motherfucker.
I ain't whispering. I'm talking right here. You know what I mean? Y'all just talking loud so y'all don't hear me. You know what I mean?
You just talking loud. You just talking.
I just want a shot, man.
No, real rap, though. I heard you.
You talking low as shit.
I'm talking low.
Yeah, speak up, man. Speak with
All right,
your
let me
chest.
speak up, man. I mean, you know I'm all
That's why
like
your girl be
popcorn.
house-
Listen,
that's why
right,
your girl be
one
roughing you up
thing,
in the
one
house.
thing. I don't drink. I had this whole cup of.
The whole time you babysit.
This like my
that
fourth, third cup.
I
know this
Can I
shit.
make my point?
Hold on. The reason why I want to reel it back.
No, I want to talk.
Hold on.
I want
Talk
to
your
talk
shit.
real
You
shit.
ain't
Let me
been
get one
saying
more
nothing
cup.
all night. You've
Bullshit.
been on some bullshit.
See,
Listen.
that's why I don't like
I'm reloaded.
family, man.
I'm on some real shit,
Hey, can we
man.
do
This
it?
y'all podcast,
I guess I gotta
right?
talk up because y'all can't hear me. But I thought I was talking up. I ain't gonna.
No,
Yeah, but you
wasn't.
good
That's
now.
why I was
You made
laughing,
your
'cause
point.
I
couldn't
say
hear
this.
what
This
the
what I
fuck
had
you
said.
said.
though, right?
No. Hold
I
on.
ain't in the
Sitting there like,
streets.
yo.
They gonna cut
I'm
me
trying to
off?
be a millionaire in 5 years, man. I'm trying to find different ways to make money. You mean different streams of income.
That's what I'm talking about.
Financial
Yeah.
shit.
Uh-huh.
Everybody should take
Now,
your class.
I'm not a
and all that.
bitch, you know what I mean? But
never-
I'm not about to
yeah.
be.
You got punched on a couple times, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
I got punched on
Nah,
a couple
nah,
times,
you
but
ain't
I
never-
I
you
punched
ain't
on
never
about
get
that.
punched.
You gotta take the podcast. So
I ain't never
You
get punched
definitely
on.
was always on some shit, and you was the littlest motherfucker out of everybody. You
And I
was-
always was on some
you
shit. I
was
got the
punching.
hands, like, you know
I
what I mean?
still remember.
But I had stopped boxing, but now I'm on some shit like I'm just trying to get to the next level in different ways, bro. We live in a different generation from how things was when we was growing up.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
everything
All right.
change
moved
y'all
faster.
change the topic. Y'all should
All
cut
right, can
me
you
off.
stop? Everybody stop. These
Everybody
motherfuckers
cut
are
me
talking
off,
nonsense.
bro.
It's that fucking South Philly education is happening right now. Y'all all veering off. So what the fuck is going on? And you talking a bunch of bullshit.
First of all,
you
point
one
at
of the
me.
main suspects. You want to get deep with this Fifth Street shit. We're
That's
fucking
right.
done with it. Y'all fucking
No, we not done with
we
it because
fucking
you
done with
played
it.
the shit out
That's
of
his
Dino.
fault. I ain't got nothing to do with
All
him.
right, well,
'Cause
I'm
he
here
don't
to
know
settle.
shit.
I'm here to settle.
We get it. They fucking fought over
like
a bitch with a bush
Well,
back in the
guess
day.
what?
We all get it. Listen, the
No,
point I'm making,
no,
y'all
no.
gotta fucking cut it out. They want to be a millionaire. You want to fucking fall in love. Dino wants to fall in love every 4 seconds. We get it.
Nah, I don't get it. Cause you allowed Dave talk. He from
Let's talk
Fifth Street.
about. Let's talk about.
He from Fifth Street.
I'm
from
You
Fifth Street.
do
I
ain't
ain't
fall in
gonna
love. You gonna find a new Instagram chick tomorrow. I'm gonna come in here. You gonna say, "Yo, look at this girl I just talked to. She from 267-458.
too, Dino. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. You be,
she
you
fucking
be
look good.
Yeah,
This the Instagram lover in the fucking house. We know he on some bullshit. So listen, let's reel it in. Let's everybody shut
Damn, man, y'all cut me off though, bro. That shit was wrong.
No, I don't.
That shit was wrong though. Y'all cut me off.
No, that shit wasn't wrong.
How we cut you off? You
I'm
said-
cut me
trying
off.
to say you. I ain't trying to have you like ARab out here like how you was on Black TV. You see where he at, bro? You see
Bro,
where he
I
at,
ain't no dickhead.
bro? I'm
Stop
telling
playing
you.
with me, bro.
I'm telling you, bro.
We could talk about shit.
You gotta
We ain't
talk
name
about
no
stuff that
names.
don't even matter.
You mad because you ain't
Y'all
never
not in it no
applied
more. Y'all
that.
done. Y'all succeeded. Y'all left. It's over.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Y'all done. Y'all made it out. Y'all made it out.
Cause
It's
we
over.
been
Don't say
around
that.
since 12 years old.
Bro, I've been around, bro.
We ain't been around
Yes,
since 12 years
I'm
old.
not.
Tone,
in
you've
the
been out of it.
streets,
You're done.
bro. Yeah, bro.
succeeded.
Like,
You
you done,
played-
bro.
you played-
I'm
no,
not in the
because-
streets, Tone. Like,
Oh,
I never
y'all
was in the
played,
streets,
y'all
bro.
played Fifth Street though.
I didn't play
I
Fifth
didn't
Street,
play
bro.
Fifth Street. How did we play Fifth Street,
bro?
Oh, to Dino.
They did a.
How, bro?
You said Dino, how
Drink
it
that damn water.
started,
Grab that Evian.
and you don't even know. Ha 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 ha! I'll
Bruh.
tell you how it started, and I'll tell you what it is.
You told us
at
about
this
the female
No,
situation.
I ain't never tell
I
you.
was bid. Hey, Tone, you gotta chill. I was bid, bro. You talking about?
Talking about
I was
bidding. You
covered
ain't
up.
never did a bid in your life. Fuck is you talking
Bro,
about?
what are you
Tone
talking
really-
about bid?
Tone
And I'm
really
happy I ain't do a bid in my life. I ain't
Yeah.
trying to do no bid. What are you talking
what the
about?
fuck is you
Nigga, I'm
talking
trying to be
about?
out here in the world. You hear
You
me?
can't play Dino on the Fifth Street shit and then
Bro,
not
I'm
expect
never
somebody
playing.
from Fifth Street.
Bro, I'm never
to
playing
hold
Dino on any
accountability,
type
bro.
of.
Dino ain't get played by nobody, bro. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
like what are you
did.
talking about?
Time
Play
out.
Dino,
bro.
How I play
You
Dino?
said that Dino. You told Dino he should know because he from Fifth Street. Well, guess what?
I didn't say he should
now
know. I
I'm
was
He don't
here.
even know. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. He
Now
ain't say
I'm
that.
here.
He's saying he know, right?
I'm sure
I
he
know.
did,
Fuck
but
you
now-
talking about if I know.
Now Dino says because
Y'all gonna stop talking about this
before
street
that
shit.
time,
Listen.
right?
Bro,
He's
no,
saying
hold
he
on.
know.
We gonna get to this topic and then we gonna move on. Just like y'all was talking about.
All right. Hey, Dino, don't say
energy
nothing.
saving
Don't
and
say
all that
nothing.
bullshit.
Dino, don't say nothing.
All right.
Say what you got to say.
Okay. What happened when he asked you?
Don't say nothing. Say what you got to say, Tone. Just
Go ahead,
speak your
Tone.
piece.
Ask you.
Can you tell us, please?
Speak
Tone?
your
All
piece,
right.
and that's
I
it.
got you. He said, "What's up with that Fifth Street and what you call it?" Right?
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did. Right? And Dino said, "Man."
No, I just
Right?
asked him how did it
So
start.
I'm gonna answer the question. Right? That happened in episode 1. I'm gonna answer the question. What happened with Fifth Street and them other dudes? Because I'm never gonna announce those guys. I'm never gonna give them no clout. Right? Because this shit is embedded with me. I lost a lot of family to these dudes. I lost a lot of friends to these dudes. I'm never ever gonna say them names. Y'all can laugh all you want. And that's why I'm disappointed in Dave. He keep laughing.
Bro, I'm not laughing
Shut up.
about it, bro. I'm not laughing
Shut up.
about it. Like he,
Let him speak. Let him
but
get it out.
like,
He
saying
keep
I'm
laughing.
about
Shut
it.
up.
I'm not laughing about
Shut
it,
up,
bro. He
nigga.
laughing about it. Like
No,
I was
you
saying,
laughing. You think
No,
it's
I'm
a
not.
game.
I don't think it's a game.
Yeah, why
I
you
don't
keep
think it's a game.
laughing?
I wasn't-
Shut up, man. I don't want to
Bro,
hear about
you
that shit.
tripping.
You laughing.
Yeah, I wasn't laughing.
You wasn't there when we was walking down the street. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, with the Fifth Street and them other guys, right? If you want to peel back the layers of who is who and all that, the project niggas is the original Fifth Street niggas, right? I'm gonna get to the point. I say that to say this. The Fifth Street project niggas is the original Fifth Street, right? We talking about back in the 70s and the 80s. This is when all the Fifth Street and them other guys beef started, right? Mind you, we Puerto Rican. Everybody here Puerto Rican, right? We had nothing to do with that back in those days. Your father, your sister, your dad, your mom and all that, my dad had nothing to do with this. We going back to the 70s and the 80s, right? Because our side was predominantly Puerto Rican, right? So we going to go back, right? So boom, 70s and the early 80s, Boom. What was it? Our side, 5th and Tasker, all the way to 5th and Mifflin was nothing but Puerto Ricans, right? So then we go back to the Fifth Street Projects in the 70s. They was the original ones who started all the bullshit with them other guys, right? It started over a woman, right? They was rumbling over women in high school, boom, 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 boom. And then the project niggas, they started hustling. They started getting the clout. Shit was heavy. They started expanding on 7th Street, right? 7th Street niggas ain't like that.
How you know all this shit?
You know how I know? Because I'm from
fuck
Fifth Street.
How you know? Tell us how
I'm
you
mad
know.
because you don't know that.
You know what's funny? I was literally
Fuck
thinking,
that shit.
who the fuck told you this detail?
bro.
Cause y'all ain't from.
We had to use a lie. Man.
not
Cut
from
it out.
Fish
So we
Street.
Same
fucking
hood.
cut
How
it.
the fuck you know?
I don't even know that.
bro.
I know shit
You
is
know
gonna
way
happen.
too much.
Y'all ain't from Fifth
What you
Street.
84? Don't tell us.
Y'all
We
ain't
done,
from Fifth
bro.
Street. That's how I
This shit
know.
was
Bro, I'm from
fucking
Fifth
me
Street,
up,
bro.
Bro,
Like,
y'all not
You know, I
really
was
from the.
literally
Y'all
sitting here
really
the whole
not from
time.
the.
I'm not even gonna
Y'all
lie.
really not
I'ma
from the
say this,
nickel,
though.
bro.
I think that's how it would happen. That's why I said when you was like,
Makes
Y'all
sense.
not
having
from
to
the
ask black, I'm
nickel,
like,
bro.
bro,
All right,
bro,
can we
from
all
the
agree
nickel,
to
bro.
say
Y'all not from the nickel, bro.
No
I'm
one
trying to
really-
get y'all
South Philly.
fame. Y'all cut me up. I'm
Does it
trying
really-
to break it down.
does it
I was
really
gonna-
fucking
this
matter
shit
how
was
it
only gonna
started?
take- It's going to take 5
Why
minutes.
matter
Listen,
the tone, man?
just
Why
shut
does-
up.
why does it
listen,
matter?
Listen.
Oh, my
I'm getting this shit out.
Tone used to be a
I'm
shit
getting
nigga.
this
He
shit out,
retired
bro,
now.
'cause
He
I
get
was
the
in-
fuck out, cause we don't give a fuck.
I mean, we get money now. We
60s and 70s. I'm gonna sum it up in a short story. Look. Hear me out.
Tone killing us right now.
Hear me out. I'm killing y'all. Y'all just
He
took
said-
2 hours
then he-
all day talking about some bullshit.
Some shit that can change people's lives.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna talk
changing
some shit
people's
about
lives.
changing people's lives. But hold
You know
on.
what you can tell us that could change people's lives? How you fucking came out of that. That's what you can tell us how it
Yeah,
changed
all
people's
right,
lives.
okay,
Not
watch-
the shit that you
watch
fucking
how
with a
this
breakup
come up.
from the
Come on,
70s.
watch this.
But no one gives a shit about them bitches with the bushes and they fall over. That's their fault.
Listen. 60s, late 70s, early 80s. It
won't
was
quit.
Fifth Street versus 7th Street, right? Them other guys, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Our fathers, y'all laughing, bro. We
Only
are.
because we don't give a fuck, in fairness.
All right, listen. But you question Dino last episode when he
I
had no
didn't question
answer.
him. I just said, how did that start? He
Well,
said,
I'm here to answer it, right?
You did
So
like
I'm
4
giving
times.
it to you. I'm giving it to you straight, pure, raw. You will never get this ever in any podcast, right? Y'all always gonna wonder, like, oh, you gonna cover stories, but you will never get it like from me.
I ain't wondering.
So listen, get it from the early 70s, late 70s, early 90s. I mean, all in between that. 80s, 90s, 70s. What it started off a bitch, started off with money. Project niggas was the original fishery niggas. You know why? Because they was on the other side of the tracks. But on our side, who was it? Spanish niggas. That's why me, you, and you exist, nigga. Because we Spanish and we consider ourselves from fishery, right?
What do you mean by exist? I thought my dad and mom
We
met. and they
born,
created a baby.
right? But we Spanish nigga. We represent fishery, right? Do you represent the
Fifth
project,
Street, bro. But I'm not a street nigga no more, bro. I represent
Nigga,
South Philly.
are you
I'm
from
I'm
Fifth Street?
Fifth Street.
Are
I'm
you from Fifth Street?
Because
from
you're
Fifth
born,
Puerto
it don't
Rican,
mean you're a part of.
all I'm saying is this. I'm giving you the history fact. Y'all interrupted me. It's 2 sides of everything. The flip side of the coin is this. The project niggas is the original fishery niggas, and our side is just
I would
nothing
say
but-
so too. Like that's the
Yeah.
project. That drum been there forever.
It been there forever. But our side take all the heat because of our generation. Me, you, and Serge. Right? This is our generation.
I was in
But
West Hampton, New Jersey.
when your mom was alive, when firstborn, when she was a teenager, your mom, my mom, my dad, your mom, man, them niggas was getting horny as fuck. It was nothing but Spanish people on our side, bro. We was hustlers and drug dealers. There was no such thing as Fish Street from Siegel Street. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you right now.
I'm from Fish Street, but not the projects. You get what I'm saying? Why you think there's no Puerto Ricans from the projects? Why is that? Why is there no Puerto Ricans from the projects? You know why? Because that's the original Fish Street. We all are all the other Fish Street niggas, and we take all the wreck and all that. Am I lying?
You ain't lying, but let me just explain to you.
Go ahead.
You don't know what the fuck you just was talking about. Look at him. You know what the fuck you is. I understand what you're saying. I hear you.
I guess I was talking to the wrong person.
I see that he gonna rewatch it later. He know what the fuck you were just talking about.
He know what. He
Bro,
know I don't know what.
Am
I'm
I
talking.
lying?
Hey D, what did he just say? Exactly. All I'm saying is
Ain't no Puerto Ricans in the projects.
There's no Puerto Rican in the
said
project
one line.
because
Why did he say
of
that?
our history.
Cause of
Don't they answer it for him? What the fuck?
Go back for the 70s,
Bro,
80s.
all the projects.
Listen, Tone, I get you.
Tone, he trying to pick at you.
Let me just say this.
No, he could pick at me all.
Let me just say that.
This shit. Don't be.
Is this why you don't date white girls?
I love.
No.
I don't date white girls. If I was single, I would.
Do you date white girls?
Tony
If
got
I
no
did,
pick.
I did.
Why don't you date outside your race?
Always date outside my race.
When's the last time you been with somebody outside your race?
In 2018,
Who was it? Black or white?
it was white.
It's nothing wrong.
No,
with
you
dating
ain't never
outside
date
your
no
race.
white girl.
He know. He was trying to fuck her.
I'm gonna keep it a bean with you.
That
though,
wasn't
right?
your girl,
In
bro.
relationships
It wasn't
I had
my
dealt with
girl.
women,
I
so I
know.
don't
Hold on, let me ask y'all.
You on some
All right, time out. Hey
bullshit.
Dave, hey Dave, how do you feel about dating outside your race?
I feel like I have dated women outside my race in my lifetime.
Which one was that?
Puerto Ricans.
That's outside your race.
No, you're Spanish. So
I'm
what if
Puerto
you dated outside of
Well,
Hispanic
What the
lady?
fuck,
I'm saying like how my
He
skin.
ain't never date no white girl.
nigga? You look Puerto Rican.
He ain't never
look
date
black.
no white girl.
No, I dated a white girl.
How
I dated
long?
a Colombian girl. I dated a black girl.
Cuban.
I dated a Chinese drum.
Asian girl?
Asian drum.
You dated an Asian girl?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
Chinese?
I like them drums.
Did you meet like
I ain't
that?
gonna
I'ma keep
lie.
it a
Asian
bean.
Jones alright.
Listen,
I
I'm
was
gonna
in
keep it a
Texas-
bean. Nobody
He dated
get.
Asian Jones too.
Hold on. Time out. One
We
time
from
at a
the
time.
P.
One at a
We
time.
always
That's
did.
what I told. That's
Like,
what
we
I
don't we don't give Cambodian people enough
Yo.
credit, bro.
Hold on, y'all talking too much. Let me hit
Never-
Dave
all-
first.
Listen, all that shit he talking about, he never fucked the Asian joint.
Yeah, right, on his couch,
No,
in his
he-
house.
we put him on.
Hey, what happened?
I say this though, right?
had the
What I
Asian
have
bitches
known
on
over
deck.
time, Tone.
I find it funny that you
Out of
guys say
everybody
anything
here
about
at
girls
this
you put me on.
Tone popped the
I
least
find
amount
that
of Jones.
hilarious.
Tone popped the least amount of Jones here.
Huh?
Out of all the girls
100%, I agree.
Now,
If there was a
in my
pole
lifetime-
gun to my, hey,
No, I
hey,
never
bro,
ate nobody
if you say
pussy.
that,
They ain't never
if he
did.
put out a gun right now and said who had the less girls, I'm not gonna lie, I will point at you.
I promise you, you never fucked the
I'm not gonna lie to
I
you.
fucked
Yeah,
more
you
bitches
know-
than
point out.
I've
Dobbs.
been on some shit. I
Indeed.
ain't gonna hold you.
I'm just
I
being
promise
honest.
you.
I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying it's what I would do. I'll probably die or
I
not.
promise
We'll
you,
see.
I fuck more Dave.
But
I fuck more badder bitches than Dave. I'm gonna put it
No.
like that.
No.
They listen, scrum bitches and bum bitches don't count,
stop
bro.
saying the bitches. We love women.
I'm a
I
women.
love women, man.
Listen,
We love
if
women.
you
I
fuck
ain't
women
gonna
from
lie, that
second
shit be, like,
from
hard
Sixth Street,
for me, bro.
don't
You don't
count.
love them hoes?
I be trying to. I be trying to be attached to.
Because you included in this
Really?
club.
It's just. It's
You
hard.
smashed a lot
Hey,
of
Tone,
people
hold on.
from
Time out
Sixth
real
Street.
quick.
Dave was in love
Everybody,
with.
let's take a second. Why don't you date outside your race?
What you mean?
That shit
My
good.
daughters.
He grew up dating like.
Okay,
black
okay.
females and
So
shit.
do you?
Fuck are you talking about?
I'm asking questions to get answers. I know
Oh,
what your
yeah.
daughter is. I know what
How
your
feel
daughter
right
is.
now. You mean how I feel right now?
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you how I feel right now. That's a great
I know what your
question.
daughter is. I know she's black. In
Half
in
black.
Puerto Rico. I
Half-
know. I didn't
half
even say
black.
that. You know what I meant.
Half black. So I'm glad you asked that question. I appreciate that. So I'm gonna answer your question without prejudice, right? So the reason why I love Latina women is because I want to make an example, right? You a hardworking man. I'm a hardworking man. Everybody here a hardworking man, right? When you come home after a long, hard day of work, right, and your woman's cooking, right? What is the smell that comes to you? What's the aurora that
Hey,
comes when
that's
you
that
work?
good
Do you want
Spanish
sofrito
food.
in the air, or do you want fried chicken?
I know that smell.
What the fuck? That's the most racist shit.
Lord, I know
Or
what
do you
you
want
talking
Chinese
about,
food?
bro. That's.
I'll tell you this, right?
You want Chinese food?
I'm with a black
Or do you
girl,
want
right,
some?
bro?
Like
Oh,
black girl.
it's not racist.
That's racist as shit.
That's not
with a black girl.
racist.
I've been with
That's a pick.
No, it's a pick. I don't
That's
think
not
that's
no
racist.
racist
No,
shit,
that's not
bro.
racist.
You just
It's
said
about
what
what you like.
That's
That's
what he
just
like.
a.
And
That's
listen,
just
right?
a. Yeah,
That's
no,
not
that's
racist.
Latino.
That's
Oh,
That's what he
oh,
like.
That's a Spanish shit.
He
I
like
think-
black girls. His baby mom black.
Yeah, I like black girls, but I prefer sofrito
Right.
when I walk in the crib, right? Or do you like meatballs and spaghetti?
Y'all walking on thin ice. That's all I'm saying. Y'all walking on.
It don't matter.
I tell you
Like
this, I
that
tell you
type
this.
shit don't matter.
that's not racist,
I
bro.
lived
That's
with a black girl
That's a pick.
for 12 years, bro. 10 years.
Everybody
bro.
got
Probably
their
less than
own
that.
type shit, and that's his
It's
type.
like anybody on Instagram.
Right.
We know what
He
your
right.
type is. But what is your type?
Man, listen, right?
Sir's
My
like
Like
ain't
what?
Believe it or not,
Sir's like what?
No,
you
fuck
know you
that.
can't catch what Sir's like.
Believe
You
it
know
or
why?
not, a lot of my
I ain't gonna
bitches
say
I
it 'cause
meet
I like-
in
I like-
person.
I
You
like
can
your
say
wife.
it. Say it.
Like on the gram is
Say
cool, but if I see a bitch in person, it's more likely to be more like on some real shit than the gram. Like I could meet a bitch on the gram, but if I meet her,
Y'all
I
stop
mean, if
calling
I
these
talk to her,
female B words.
look, that's what I'm saying. Every bitch I
man.
talk to on the gram, it don't never last. But if I meet a bitch in person, if she see my vibe, she see how I carry myself, it'll be way different.
Yeah.
Like if I meet
Heavy.
a bitch on the gram, they'll get a whole different
Yeah.
because the shit
Yeah.
I post and shit
No,
like
that's real shit.
That shit don't
Hey,
That's real
apply
shit,
to my
dude.
real
when's
life.
the last time you dated somebody
I like
outside of
that.
Philly?
Yo, I have dated a woman outside of Philly. I
But see, what Dino was going in, he was peeling back the layers.
I
But
get you,
y'all
I'm
never,
telling-
y'all still haven't y'all got
listen,
distracted by
Tom,
what Dino
Tom,
said.
I feel what
What
you're
did I
saying,
say?
like- No, I feel
What did I
what
say?
you're saying.
Fucking
Sofrito,
nothing.
fried chicken, or Irish potatoes?
It's different.
Or
you like,
spaghetti
listen,
and
you like
meatballs.
what you like, but
That's
it's all
not
about
racist. That's
No.
just culture.
No, it's
That's
culture.
culture.
Like, you
So
like what
So
you
how
like.
can I be
saying-
racist?
Okay,
off of that?
okay. So you're saying you be with somebody you prefer to
I
be
prefer rice and beans
That's
when I
fine.
walk in the crib.
with. You just,
All right, listen,
you
that's
just,
your
the way
preference,
you're
but I'ma
wording
tell
it
you
is
this,
weird.
though,
Is
right?
what I'm saying.
How?
I've
I
been
said
with a
so
black
who the
Who the
woman,
fuck
bro,
uses food as an
in my
analogy?
lifetime for like
That's
12
how.
years.
That's why it's weird.
Yeah.
Food, you use
live
food
with
as
it.
an analogy.
Oh yeah,
Bro, am I wrong?
I mean, if you like what you like, yeah, absolutely, you're right.
Like a,
You like
But
what
that's
you
what
like.
I'm saying,
I know, but the way you worded it,
forget
I didn't
how old
word
was,
nothing.
but
I
was
said
young.
sofrito.
you said rice and beans or
No, I
fried
wasn't teen,
chicken.
though.
Rice and beans or fried chicken because
What do you prefer to walk into? That's what you just
right,
fucking
because
said.
black food
Did that
like
not
fried
sound
chicken,
crazy?
right?
What if you don't walk in and no smell?
That's you right
Well,
now,
then.
single ass.
I don't give a fuck. I ordered a box of pizza before I walk in.
That's what he used to. I never heard of that
I
shit.
ain't worried about that. I called one of my little shorties up.
Get your little ass in that house and go make something, motherfucker. His refrigerator empty and shit too. God shit, that light
These I got worried about
Yo,
answering
that
no
nigga said,
motherfucker. I bet you every one of y'all got answer a question
so
when you
Tone,
walk in the
so
motherfucking
Tone,
door.
You fucking right. I get you tonight. I get.
Yeah, I ain't got worried about that.
Yeah.
I
but
can
it's
just
a
walk
good-
in and be like,
No, but
nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I ain't got to worry about nobody saying
you walk in,
Well,
be quiet and shit.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I ain't got to worry about nobody saying nothing.
Speaking as
Without
Casper
one.
the Ghost.
Bro, when
You
I
be
go
talking
home,
to
I don't gotta
yourself.
worry
I
about
guess I'm
nobody.
If
going
I
in the
want to be
shower.
bothered, let's just say I call one of my little homies up. Yo, come over here.
You gonna go cook and clean
We
for
gonna
him?
chill. We gonna mind for the day.
You gonna go cook and clean?
And when
for
I'm
him?
done chilling, go on about your way. I holler at you.
Yeah.
And I'm cool. I don't need no
Now
little
listen
wife.
to this.
I'm
Now,
cool.
I'll tell you this though, right? See, now as a man, I'm at the age I feel like the way my life is structured, I need a woman in my life to help me because
For sure.
I be with my kids all the time. I can't be with the kids all the time and work, so I need somebody to watch the kids.
I mean, that's
while I
different.
work.
Yeah, you live in a
Like-
family life.
I'm a family man, so I can't. I need a girl in my life, like, or I need a partner or something, like. You feel what I'm saying?
That's gonna help you balance the shit off.
Real shit.
Make it easier for
Hey,
you.
Dad, I want to say this to you though.
A good woman to do that.
You're the most full of shit person I heard ever in life. You heard what you just said to me?
What's that?
I'm a family man. I need a woman in my life, but then
Because all your perspective that you just said has
you don't
no
give a
identity.
fuck about
there.
girls. Which is
I
it?
do give a fuck about girls.
The
But
ones
I'm
that
just
been
saying.
trained on?
That's
What
why
is it?
Serge calling you out.
Because I said the girl was a hoe and now she changed her
No,
life.
the way you talk about females is I don't give a fuck. But then it's like I'm a family man. And
They
I
don't
love
give
them.
a fuck about the ones
I
that he
love
could
my
fuck.
kids.
Are you single or married right now?
Right now,
Yes.
I'm in between, man.
That's some
See what I'm saying?
bullshit.
You hear the shit you say?
How about this? How about
That's
this?
some
How about
bullshit,
this?
bro.
We gonna switch it up. Who fucked the most bitches at this table right now?
Me.
Fuck the most bitches.
I do.
A
The
black
person that
bitch?
says it usually
my
you're not
lifetime?
the one who did it.
In my
Right?
lifetime,
I promise you, I fucked
probably
more
hit-
Spanish bitches
No,
than
I'll
all
keep it.
y'all.
I'm gonna keep it a bean. Dino probably hit more hoes than all of us.
No,
man.
he done ate the most pussies. That- that-
He ain't the
Hey,
most
Dino, hold
pussy.
on, time out.
But
You
I
say-
gotta give it to
Hold
you.
on, time
I
out.
gotta
Me
give
and
it
Vince
to
to
you.
say that. Dino,
Let's go
do you
ahead.
think
Let's go.
that's true?
I know.
Hey,
man.
you
I
better
ain't
be
gonna
proud
lie.
of
I'm
that.
not saying nothing.
I ain't gonna lie.
I know
That's
from
your
my lifetime.
speciality.
I ain't gonna lie.
Knowing Dino,
If you-
Dino hit a lot of
man,
hoes.
you better
bro.
eat that pussy, nigga.
What are y'all
that's your
talking about? I'm
specialty.
gonna just say this. I love
Hitting
my
the
female. I love you, baby. See you when I get home tonight.
I'm a man. I love eating pussy. But my whole thing is, I slay. But
He be
Serge-
fucking the shit
Don't
out.
surge
bitch.
nothing. I love my girl. I can't wait till I get home tonight. I'm gonna love her and
Okay.
my little babies to death when I walk
That's
through
right.
that door.
See, man.
So you
know, our
chickened
past
out.
life is
he chickened
different.
out. He chickened out. And this is
I didn't
podcast.
chicken out. Here's what
I
I'm
ain't
gonna
chicken
explain to
out.
y'all.
I'ma
Listen,
keep
we all
it a
have
bean.
past. We all have past, and I know a lot
This
about
has
a lot
nothing
of
to
men.
do with the past.
Let me
This
just
is
say
present.
this. Let me just say this real quick. I see how you guys talking, how
speaking
you
in
act,
third
and how you
person.
do things. I'm not speaking in third person. You motherfuckers. You one,
say this
two,
though, right,
three.
man?
I ain't no third about it. You motherfuckers. I'm talking to you. I don't know how you act. I know how you act. I know how you act. I'm not saying nothing bad
So
about
you
none
like
of y'all.
being married?
I'm
It's
not
a
married
great.
yet.
It's
Not
well,
married?
it's
I'm
in the
engaged. I'm engaged, baby. I love you.
Listen,
It's all the same. That's all the
The
same.
point I'm
man.
making is
You like being single, Dino?
he must love it because
I
he
mean,
still is.
I like it, but I'm ready to at some point I do plan on settling.
Well, you better get out of
But you don't got
Delaware.
a girl right
It's
now.
a place to die.
Right now, no. I
And
ain't gonna lie. After some
you like being in a relationship.
I don't like being in a relationship.
Oh my God!
But the person I got, I like being
Cut
with.
this out.
You like
Cut this
being
part
with.
out. Cut this part out.
What
are you talking about? Why would you say that?
I
Smooth
don't
shit.
like being in a relationship, but the person I'm with, I like being with.
I feel you.
If I say that, I'm gonna be single.
Cause you drunk.
I love being in a relationship, baby.
No, you got to keep it a bean.
You heard what I just said?
Like me, right?
So it's basically
Nobody.
I
ain't
feel
hearing
like-
what I'm
yo,
saying.
it's
Y'all-
like
y'all-
no
y'all-
timing
I feel-
type
I
shit.
feel
It's
you.
like
I
feel
said
what
I
you're
don't
saying.
like being in a relationship, but the person I'm with, I like being with.
Right.
That's true.
Bro,
I
I've been with
kinda,
this person for 13 years.
comfortability to
I feel that a little
This
bit.
shit is heavy, bro.
You know what I heard when you said that? What I heard when you said that was, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to keep her. That's why I'm doing it. That's all I heard.
No, it's not about her. It's about the relationship.
The her. It's the relationship. The reason why you win the relationship is because of her.
Yes, but it's an equal.
I'm not saying
Relationships
that.
is
I'm
good.
not
It
saying
could be
that.
good
Like,
or
yeah,
bad.
you're right. Yeah,
I'm just saying the
I
reason why
agree with you.
you're
No,
in the
but-
situation you're in because of her. So you want to do whatever you need to do to keep her.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And that makes sense to me.
Absolutely.
Because we all see girls every single day of our lives. So that's the reality, right? We all think in our brain we can get whatever we want. But the truth is, you don't want to lose what you got. So you tighten up and you do what you got to do to keep the person you got. Not you, your Instagram. But the rest of us, we tighten up and do what we got to do. Because
Oh,
the
look.
truth is, we don't want to lose that. Like even me to this day, when I see like pretty girls and see Instagram stuff, you get that little thing in your head that flicks and you're like, all right, fuck that. I don't want to ruin what I got. I'm not going to trip. You know, because the reality is when that time does come and you do get caught and you do slip up and you do make that mistake and that girl confronts you about it, like, what the fuck are you doing? It turns into, I'm sorry, I fucked up. So I don't want to go through that ever again in my life. So the reality is you do got to tighten up. Once you find that person you love and you don't want to lose, you're going to tighten up. You're
gonna
going
tighten up,
to
man.
realize real quick what it is like your 5 days don't count. You're going to realize real quick when
Man,
you
Dino
got the
living
person you
a life.
love.
My man
None of
Dino
that
living a life,
bullshit,
man.
bro.
I mean,
My whole
my man
thing
Serge,
is, if I
my man
meet
Serge
you,
is a simp.
we gonna
like you
live.
said.
I'm the simp out of all
You
everybody.
gonna call him a simp, bro? That's
You the one
disrespectful.
cooking and cleaning when you get home. Get your nut ass and go clean
You
that
gonna call
laundry.
him
You
a
fucking
simp?
nut. I'm the simp.
You been what? You been on
You pay all the
Instagram too
bills
much.
and you cooking
Call
and
him a
cleaning.
simp.
You the simp.
What's wrong with that? Why I can't cook
You
and
the
clean and pay
simp.
all the bills? I don't pay every single bill. I pay all the rent, pay a couple utilities. She pay utilities.
And you
too.
do the cooking and cleaning. You're a simp, bro.
And I don't do all the cooking and cleaning. She
Man, I
She
love
bend
it
you
too.
over.
I'm gonna say, yeah,
I
she
feel you, bro.
Dino,
I
shut
feel
your
you.
ass, single ass up.
I
Anybody got
feel
time? Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'm 50-50 with my girl. I love her to death, do whatever she need me to do for her, but I ain't him, and
Why
I
you
ain't
keep
doing it.
doing
So we
So
gonna
you know
talk
why.
about this.
Shut your ass
Every
the fuck
time,
up. You know
every
why.
time we start talking about Dave, shit get emotional.
You fucking know. I shut your punk ass up.
What'd he say?
He gonna slide some shit in here. Anybody got time for
Keep it
it,
with
dude?
me, man. The thing about me is, I'm not afraid to say.
How come
what it
every
is,
time we
man.
talk about
You
Dave,
are.
shit
I'm
get
not.
emotional?
I'm gonna say what it is.
Hey,
Like
emotional
now,
motherfucker.
I'm not an emotional person. I'm just a realist. Like,
I don't like this
understand
shit,
life.
bro.
I'm not a double standard person.
I don't like this shit.
It is
bro.
what it
He
is.
get
Like, you
emotional.
feel what I'm
Right?
saying?
All right, so
Conversation
what
is very emotional.
Hey, Tone, you get emotional
listen,
too,
My man
though.
Tone is a gangster, man. He
That's
said,
right.
listen,
Tell
man,
him.
I don't
You an
talk about all
emotional
that
gangster.
shit, man.
That's my young boy, bro.
Listen,
and I
no,
vouch for him when
I'm
he
not-
beat the shit out
I'm
that.
not a young boy. I'm a grown-ass
you know what I
man.
mean? He beat the shit out that bull from,
Listen, man,
from the
I-
section.
Listen, man, I don't fight no more, man.
You was
I'll
at that
beat you
time.
the fuck
But
up.
anyway,
But if you try and fight me, then I'm gonna knock you out.
Fuck up. They don't bet.
You won't beat me up. I'll bet some bread
come
on
on,
it.
man. We
I fight-
family. See, that's
For
what I'm
fun,
talking
man.
about.
We can't fight for
We
fun.
can't fight for
No.
fun with the
Damn,
boxing gloves
Tom.
on.
We
You
don't
on
do that.
Planet
We gonna
Fitness
get the
website
gloves.
always fighting the boxing fucking punch and whatever the fuck
No,
you
one
want to
thing
call it.
I know
I'm
for
willing
sure,
to
though-
fight fishery niggas. You know what I'm saying all day long. I got a whole bunch of inquiries from
I
the
got the
project
gloves.
niggas.
See, sir, listen.
Big
Didn't you tell me
dog,
you was
fish
retired,
street.
man?
He
Didn't say
he
he was
already
retired?
heavy on it.
He not retired. He trying to come out of retirement. He
I
keep
never
talking about
came.
the streets and all that. Man.
Retirement. What you talking about?
He trying to come out of
You
retirement.
say you
man.
want to fight whoever. Go
From
to
my
the-
neighborhood.
what you said,
just
man.
out of fun.
No,
Man,
man.
go to your suburban neighborhood and retire. Relax. Drive your trucks and chill.
I'll tell you this though, right? This
Come
one
on,
thing
bro.
I say, right?
Where
when I
we
went to
from?
Texas, I seen a whole different world from what I grew up in Fifth Street.
And
I
you
saw-
was chilling with Charleston
and
White
when I
and them.
seen that world, I was
He
like,
chilling
yo.
with Charleston
I was
White.
like,
He
Let him say,
changed.
hold on, let me say what he got to say.
When I seen that world, it opened up my mind. And I said, you know what? It's so many ways to live.
Hold on, D, hold on.
These people living differently. Like, it ain't no guns outside, ain't no drugs, ain't nobody repping the block. I can go on any of these blocks. We can ride around. It's a neighborhood. It's a community. Like,
This in Texas?
in Texas, like when I seen that, and I was 24 years old when I seen this coming straight from Philly. Went out there, I seen this, I seen how they living. The people don't live how we live in Philly. Like everybody helps everybody. Like
Where cowboy house and shit?
they wear cowboy hats, they wear cowboy boots.
They you seen them ride horses?
Dude, they got
Cowboy
this store
boots on.
called Cavender's.
Do they
Stop
be
lying.
riding horses
Stop
and
lying.
all
You
that?
had cowboy boots.
They
on.
ride horses.
They don't ride no
Yeah,
fucking.
the
They
prove
don't ride
yourself.
horses on the street.
Man,
they
the
got
point
them-
he making is like I be telling you all the time. Life is
It's-
really different than what y'all think it
bro,
is.
it's
That's-
more than the streets.
I know
bro.
you. I know you
Now
saw
listen to
something.
this, right?
I'm just saying.
That's cool. Like Tone been through shit. We all from Fifth Street, right? But it's like over time we outgrow that whole mindset. Like
Yeah,
I'ma
one
always
more.
say,
But it's always-
I'm from
A
South
couple
Philly. I
points
grew up
listen,
on Fifth Street.
motherfucker.
But I
He
wanna
talking
get
about
better
a
than that,
different
like, you
level
feel me?
though.
Yeah.
I'm not talking. I'm just talking about how we
They
growing
talking
as
about a
men.
different level that I'm talking about, and me and Dino talking about. You talking about of your own opinion and your level of where you was from for Fifth Street. You feel what I'm saying? We from the same neighborhood, but our level of being from there was different. Cuz
bro.
you cannot speak on what me and Dino been through if your level was never up there. You feel what I'm saying?
Listen to this.
I'm not.
right?
Listen,
because
listen,
because
you never-
no, that's
you
what
know
I'm
what I'm
saying,
saying?
bro. I'm
Right.
not in the street.
Dino-
I'm- just because you not didn't, that don't mean that you tougher than me or you
I
more of a
never
man
said
than me.
that. What I'm
Like,
saying
that don't
is
mean
that
nothing.
you're
Like that just
extreme.
mean you
It
did
means-
that. Like, and I didn't do that.
All right,
I'm
but it
still
means
from
a lot,
50. I grew up in that
depending on what you're
neighborhood.
talking about.
We grew up in the same environment. We seen things. That's how I became who I was. Now I
Right.
went to Texas. I see a whole different environment. How people living. I'm like, all right.
Right.
You know what? This different. Like I wish I would have grew up in this environment.
Right,
Like,
but you
just
left.
from seeing. I'm
You
happy
left.
I left.
I'm
And
glad
happy
you
I
left.
Like that
'Cause you
changed
my
my
little
life
cousin.
and see me a whole different
He our
world.
little
Like,
cousin. We glad
and
you
then
left.
just like now, when I moved back, I didn't move back to Philly. I could have, but because I just understand how
did.
Philly is, I
You
didn't.
did
I live
move
in
back.
Jersey. I live in Jersey. I took
You
my
bought a
kids-
house in Jersey.
I didn't buy a house yet in Jersey, but I'm going to buy a house this year. But I live in Jersey though.
The point
Because-
is that you can't judge a person from the same neighborhood that you grew up in. How can you judge us? Right?
I'm not judging you, bro.
That's
what
how you
keep
sound, nigga. You just
Did I
said
ever
all
judge
this
him?
wild shit.
I didn't judge
think he
him.
judged you.
I'm not
I don't
saying
think he
nothing
judged.
wild.
All right,
I'm saying
well,
what we're
anyway.
going through.
Y'all cut me off. So what is the point from where we come from? Why would you cut us off? What was your point?
I'm
from
not
cutting
cutting you off about where
I
we come
said,
from.
what was the history and all that? You cut me off.
Bro, you said the history to Dino. We listened to you say it. Like, what
And
you
Dino
talking
still
about?
don't know. I'm
We
gonna tell you that
listened to you
right
say
now.
the whole
I know
story
this.
All right,
about
so you from
I
Fish
know
Street.
this
He keep
motherfucker.
claiming Fish Street
I
and
know
all
it.
that
He's
bullshit, but he
still-
over there on some wild shit.
No,
I'm not
he's
on
basically.
nothing
I'm
wild,
out too.
bro.
I'm going to take a piss.
Bro,
Yeah, I'm
I'm
going
not
with you.
on nothing
5
wild,
minutes,
bro.
D. Hurry up. We out of there after that.
We grew up in that type of environment, but now I'm saying that I left that environment. When I seen different, I liked what I seen. Whereas though I felt like I wish I would have grew up in this type of environment. So I want to be in a peaceful environment, just chilling. Like, well, I ain't gotta worry about all these things. The school is cool, everything clean around me. I can hang out outside. I ain't gotta worry about nothing. That's why when I left Texas and I came back, I could have went to Philly, but I just went to Jersey because it's more safer. Like for like you don't see people getting shot up all the time in certain parts of Jersey. You feel me? You can like my kids can literally go outside and play, and I don't gotta worry about nothing. Like, and they really could do that. Like if I was in Philly, they really can't do that. You feel me? And it's sad, and it's not saying that, oh, I think I'm better because I'm in Jersey. I'm saying no, like I went somewhere, experienced something, and now I want better for myself. Like, so I'm trying to do things to do that. So I lived over there, like, you feel me? And I brought my kids there, like, so they ain't gotta deal with the shit that I grew up with. You feel what I'm saying? But of course we grew up in Philly. We went through things. Like, it's sad that we had to go through that, but now we grown. If we able to move away from that and go somewhere better, then we should do that. Not to say that, oh, we not from here, or we not gonna say that we forgot where we from. Like, we ain't forget where we from, but we want more for ourselves. Like, we don't want to stay in the same position forever. Like, or just like a generational curse, like he was saying with his kids, like he don't want his kids around certain things. Like, yeah, that's why we not living around that no more. Like, you feel me? That's all I'm saying. Like,
you a little motherfucker.
That's fine.
How you feel about that?
I'm a girl, not a show. Everybody know that about me.
You a girl, not a show. So you,
everybody know that about me. I don't know that.
Your shit tucked up in your bladder, right?
Talking about men, bitch.
He said everybody, man.
Everybody. You didn't say everybody. Non-binary, LGBT.
I never fucking claimed I was non-binary. I said everybody. It means women, bitch.
Yeah, I mean, you better say
I'm heterosexual.
You better say all the women know about it.
That's how you know he's suspect.
Yeah,
he felt some type of way.
I don't think Dave's suspect. He could barely get girls. He ain't gonna get no dudes.
We on some bullshit right now, man.
No, I think we're talking some real shit.
That's what I keep saying.
I don't think we're on some bullshit.
What's the subject, Tom?
I don't think we're on some bullshit. I'm gonna tell y'all why I don't think we're on some bullshit.
First, you was talking about Fifth Street, then we was talking about our neighborhood.
Yeah, because you can't relate. Only me and Dino can relate.
I can relate, bro. Yes, I can.
Bro, you been left since you was like 12.
It don't matter, bro. Fifth Street, niggas stopped hanging on Fifth Street
12,
before I left. I was on Fifth Street out there. It don't matter if
a young gun, you like, still a young gun.
I'm going to say this. This is evidence that it doesn't matter where you grow up from. You can be two different people. Yeah. Dave is the one who grew up in the same neighborhood as you and never did nothing like that.
No. He grew up at a certain period and then he moved to West Philly or Southwest.
It doesn't matter what he did. The point is he didn't do what you did, and he's from the same area you're from. Yeah, and that's just how it is. It doesn't matter where you're from.
Because of that. And then...
It's not validation to me. It points out to more.
I'm from South Philly, 5th Street, bro. I've been born and raised out there.
I know you did, but
now
you ain't did what I did. You
bro,
did what
I never
he
said
did.
I did, bro.
That's what he's saying.
That's what I'm saying. I've been saying that.
Hey, Toe, I feel what you're saying. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying anybody's right. Let me just say this. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't live there no more. You don't live there no more. We fucking Dino even Delaware. This motherfucker's out the way for real. We all done.
You know what's my biggest thing, sirs?
What's that?
My biggest thing is this.
You better not talk about Fifth Street again.
No, that's talking about principle.
I'm
gonna speak about principle.
Where you from will determine what you get into.
I'm a man of principle.
The principle of where I came from, where I'm at now. That's what I'm trying to speak on. If you allow me to, without interrupting. My principle when I come up from, where me and Dino come from, not from him.
He from the same place you're from.
He a young boy.
He's still from the same place you're from. He's from the same place you're from.
He's a young boy. I'm not a young boy.
He's from the same place you're from.
And listen, ain't nothing young about me, bro.
You ain't gonna keep playing my man.
I'm not playing nobody like.
This is the last time you gonna make this point, and we're done. After you make this point, you're done.
Listen, right? And I'm not a young boy. Like, I'm a grown ass man. Like, listen, Tone, you probably like 3 years older than me, bro. I'm 33, bro. Now, just because you listen, right? Why? Listen, no. He about to see, bro. Cause listen, he saying I'm in the. Just cause you was in the streets more than me, bro. That don't mean you more of a man than me in any type of way.
I never said that I was more man.
No, I'm not. We talking about street shit. Street shit, yeah. Just because you wasn't in the streets more than me, that don't mean that you more of a man than me, bro. In any type of way, a man makes you how you is in life, bro. Like, listen, I've been through shit in my life probably more than you. Just cause I haven't been through street shit more than you, bro. Listen, I went to a whole different state by myself. And I was out there by myself,
that
bro.
Was you was a grown ass man.
And been through shit my whole life, bro. Like, just cause you went through some some gang shit and you was in the streets.
Yeah.
You was in the streets more than
That
me.
same gang that you said you was
Listen, I'm
affiliated
from
with and that you
Philly.
left.
Listen, it's not a gang.
fuck you
It's a
talking
neighborhood,
about?
bro.
You left.
Bro, it's not a gang. It's
No,
a neighborhood.
you
I
left.
didn't leave no gang,
You
bro.
left.
I never was in no gang.
You left and I stuck
Bro,
up for you because you're my
listen,
cousin.
I never was in the gang.
That's why
was
you
listen,
allowed to
bro,
be around, 'cause I stuck
that's
up
not
for
why
you.
I'm allowed to be around there because
No.
I grew up around
No,
there. I'm
you
gonna keep
didn't.
going around there.
No, you didn't.
Whenever, like, listen,
you allowed
no,
around there
you didn't
'cause I
allow,
stuck
bro.
up for
You
you
not a
then.
general nowhere. You not
what
allowing
you
me to
mean?
do nothing.
You never.
That don't mean I won't. Like, you feel what I'm
You
saying?
won't.
Like, you act like
You
in the
won't
street.
because if you
Bro, that
can't
don't
if you
mean
can't
nothing.
throw your five.
You not
That's why
solidified.
you ain't in the
You
group
not
message.
solidified.
Yeah,
Bro, you
alright.
not solidified, bro. I'm telling you, like,
good.
bro, if I go
We
on
good. That's
fishy
my
right now,
little-
you're not solidified, bro.
You ain't solidified, bro. Who is you?
Talking about,
Who is
I'm a
you?
young boy. You was a young boy. Ain't nothing young about me. Oh, fuck all that.
That's my little cousin, bro.
Hey, listen, fuck all that little cousin shit. I am your little cousin, but you not about the young boy.
I ain't gonna
I'm not a
young
young boy.
I
And
never disrespected you. I stated
you definitely
facts.
is. Like, you is, bro.
stated
You
facts,
is
bro.
disrespecting me.
I love you.
Listen, with some fishy
So
shit had
we
went
done.
down.
We
have
done
I
with the
fought a 7 Street
conversation.
nigga? Have niggas said, yeah, Dave, you go out there and fighting first?
We
have
done.
I fought two
We
7th Street niggas
done.
at the same time by
We
myself? Have you ran from 7th Street niggas?
Never
Did I ever
ran.
run from
Never
a 7th Street
ran.
nigga?
Never ran.
Did I ever run from a 7th Street nigga?
You never
Did I
ran.
ever run from? I seen you run with my own eyes.
You emotional
yes, I
right
seen,
now.
No, you
emotional right now. He emotional.
I'm not getting emotional.
He can't
but you
drink,
disrespecting
man.
me.
Hey, Dave,
I'm
let's
gonna let
just-
you know, like,
Dave,
bro, we
let's
not about
just
to do
accept
that.
that.
Y'all both.
I stopped. I'm sorry.
Y'all coming at each other, you don't even know each other.
Yeah, I apologize. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Apologize.
It's like 20 minutes. God damn it.
My bad.
But that's my hood. That's where I grew up at. Like, you know?
My bad.
Y'all from the same neighborhood and chose different
My bad.
things.
Like, bro.
The whole
Money.
purpose of y'all being here in the general is not about finance. Fuck all that. It's about family and friends. At the end of the day, when I brought y'all in, it was because it showed how close the fuck we are. Y'all fucking that up. How the fuck we go from being here because we're close to showing that we not?
Oh, we is close to.
You just came at each other like you ain't knowing.
This some brother
That
shit.
shit should not happen. Second one I
funny
get
ass
home.
episode.
I just want y'all to
Yo,
know.
hey,
No, we watch how me and Toby argue. That shit gonna be
I'm
funny.
gonna be
as shit.
second by the time we
Yo,
go home. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
I feel what you saying. Like,
We get it.
we get what you saying.
We get
I
it
feel
too.
your
You
passion.
finna pee. That's
We
why I
finna think.
natural.
That's why I was trying to tell you right now.
Run it back. That's how you know we finna pee. Look.
Sir, put it back.
Like, we just was talking. Like, we done been through these type of joints.
I'm not invited
It
ever
was some
again.
that shit. Toe, run it back.
No,
You know, Dave, Toe.
Yeah. Motherfuckers, man.
This is your last time here, all three of you motherfuckers. I'm tired of all y'all shit.
Y'all
was
like
some
talking
bullshit.
about-
That's all business.
It was
You don't want all that extra shit.
Oh, we
Talking
just
about
got all the
women
extra
on
shit. What are you talking about?
I want to talk about business.
I want to talk about business, man. I
Don't worry,
could have
it's
put
the
y'all
last
on.
time all right. Let's just end it right now. Let's toast it up.
Shit
Hey,
getting
Dino,
late.
put your toast up. Y'all just ruined the fucking night.
Yeah.
I love you all.
Like, yo,
I know what. That's what family's about. Love them bad if you don't like them.
Love y'all motherfuckers, man.